me see something real quick. Let me make sure everything is correct before I step. You. Hold on real quick. I can't hear you.
You in the crib?
Yeah, what's up?
You busy? Listen, come here, good. Do the joint. Do a little shadow boxing. Look at this little nigga.
Who that?
Just do his grandson, bro. That nigga, I want you to know that dad, bro, that shit. That nigga was on the pool table and the fight started. He said, "Oh, I want to watch this shit." Yo, that nigga, wow, bro. Yo, but yo, he won him something learn, nigga. Yo, what I told you to stand straight this way. This way. No, this way, like that. Put your back foot now, the other one. Now, don't move. Just do it. Look. Stay right there. I told him like that. The left foot up. That nigga gets it, bro. I want to send this nigga to that gym, man.
Send him.
I'm telling you, bro. I want to send him to that gym. You got to tell him when you're over there. Listen, I'll handle it, whatever you want.
All right, bet. So, yeah.
Tell me what days you got over there.
Monday, Wednesday, Friday. How old is he?
What time? Yo, how old are you? 7.
That'd be
listen,
from
that nigga, he want to do it himself.
4:30 to 5:30.
And that nigga was like, wait, I want to watch this shit, right? The last fight that we was watching, and he was like, I want the white guy. I said, that nigga ain't white, he for Rodriguez. I said, what's the last name?
Yeah, I know that nigga. He we fought on the same cars together. He nice. Yeah, he fucked him up.
He slept on him.
Yeah.
17-0, 16 knockouts.
Yeah, bro. Avius Griffin, yep. He had just signed with Jake Paul too, and he got fucked up by that Rican bull.
Yo, so I'm gonna talk to this nigga, right?
Yeah, from 4:30 to 5:30. Bring him through.
29:02. Listen, so I'm gonna see if he can do it. If he can do it, I'm gonna let you know, man. I'm gonna handle that. This nigga wanna do it.
All right, bet. I got you.
All right, so you said Mondays and what?
Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
At 4:30?
Yeah.
If he can, I'm gonna see it because he got him right now, but I don't know what's gonna happen. But I'm gonna holler at you about that.
All right, Pop. Yeah, I'm straight. Yep.
All right, peace. All right. Peace.
My fault, y'all. That was my step pop. I always answer the phone for my step pop. They ain't allowed at his room. That's why though, coffee. But what's going on, y'all? This is Marcus Rosa, a.k.a. Mazuma TV. Back at y'all with some more boxing talk, man. I hope everybody's having a blessed, beautiful, positive, productive night. I hope y'all had a great day overall, man. I'm back at y'all with some more boxing talk. Oh, my God. We got some things that we currently need to discuss. Some wild shit just happened, man. I wasn't able to do the live fight reaction, unfortunately, due to the fact that, I had company over, my son was up and, all that good stuff. So I figured I'd come through with my post-fight reaction, my thoughts to the whole situation. You feel what I'm saying? And I guess we're going to sit here and wait for the Jake Paul fight to come to the table so we can do the live fight commentary for that. But let's discuss these two fights that had went on, man. I want to talk about of course, the Floyd Schofield versus Tevin Farmer fight. You know what I mean? There ain't really much to discuss in that situation because that happened so fast. But we're going to speak about that. And then we're going to speak about the Julian Rodriguez versus Avius Griffin fight because I told you guys when this card got announced that was the fight that I was looking forward to seeing. Why? Because I'm actually familiar with Julian Rodriguez. I don't know the dude personally. I don't even think we've ever spoke before. But there were several cards that we had fought on that, we had shared together. I had some professionals fight on the same card as him. I was at his most recent fight in Atlantic City, and he did a phenomenal job during that fight. You see what I'm saying? And then he was coming up against Avius Griffin, who was 17-0 with 16 knockouts. And Julian Rodriguez pulled off an upset. But me considering the fact that I knew Julian Rodriguez and what he was capable of and how he's always been nice, this wasn't really an upset in my book. You see what I'm saying? But regardless, we definitely going to talk about it. Let's get the likes up, y'all. Let's get the likes up. We got 12 people in the building. Let's get 12 likes. We got 5 people in here, man. 5 likes. We got 12 people in the building with 5 likes. Let's get the likes up, y'all. It don't cost nothing to show a nigga some love. You see what I'm saying? Right now, they got right now Curiel and Rodriguez are fighting right now. Yeah, I mean, this is looking like a toe-to-toe war. But I'm a refrain from watching this fight so I can converse with y'all, man. Shout out to everybody that's in the comments so far. You see what I mean? My boy Coffee playing in the building. What up? Pagad Petit, what up? Marlon, what up? J-Day, Jab Queen. What's going on, Jab Queen? I had to get up out of the live. Yeah, I mean, I had some family things to attend to. My apologies, Jab Queen. You know it's always love. You feel what I mean? Marissa, what's going on? I'm doing well, Marissa. I hope you and your family is good. Formula One Dizzle, what up? Formula One Dizzy, I'm sorry. He said they've been doubting Kid Austin. Well, that doesn't apply to me because I actually had, Floyd Schofield winning. But there was definitely a lot of people. We're going to talk about it. We definitely going to talk about it. J-Day says, was it really an upset? I don't know if you're referring to I'm assuming you're referring to Avius Griffin and Julian Rodriguez. But yeah, a lot of people was picking Avius Griffin to win. You see what I mean? He was the undefeated fighter. We seen Julian Rodriguez actually get stopped by Jose Pedraza. A lot of people was overlooking Julian Rodriguez in this, situation right here. But me actually seeing Julian Rodriguez with my own eyes and seeing what he's capable of doing, I knew that this was going to be a really good fight. And man, it was a good ass fight, bro. We talking about more motherfuckers. It was great. Chess was being played in there, man. Knockdowns was traded. In the last round, 5 seconds left in the round, a stoppage occurs, man. And come to find out, thank God Julian Rodriguez did it because 2 of the judges had to score the draw. And if Avius Griffin would have won the last round, he would have got away with the fight. Absolutely insane. But anyways, let's talk about. Shout out to everybody in the comments. Let's talk about Tevin Farmer versus Floyd Schofield, man. God damn. I'm going to just say this. Nobody in the boxing community expected this fight to happen the way it happened. On some real shit, the only person that I actually believe that shit was going to happen was Auntie Scope. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like Floyd, Kid Austin's pops, a.k.a. his trainer, was probably the only one who had actually seen this fight, going this way. So let's speak about it. Tevin Farmer, you know what I'm saying? This guy, coming off of a 4-fight losing streak, but you can make those 3 losses arguable. You know what I mean? A lot of people thought that Raymond Mortataya lost to Tevin Farmer. That first William Cepeda fight, a lot of people thought Tevin Farmer did enough to pull out that fight against William Cepeda. Now, I do think he lost the rematch, but regardless, you know what I mean? If you put 2 of those wins, if you put 2 of those losses, in his favor, then he'll only be coming off of a 1-fight losing streak. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of people thought that, Floyd Schofield going into this fight, he was in over his head. Tevin Farmer was the more experienced guy. You know what I mean? Schofield had a lot of dirt on his name considering the situation that had occurred out in Riyadh with Shakur Stevenson and pulling out last minute due to having some type of illness or whatever the case is. You know what I mean? A lot of slack, a lot of dirt on his name for pulling out of the Abdullah Mason fight and things of that nature. You feel what I'm saying? So Floyd Schofield been on a lot of boxing fans shit lists, I guess you would say. So a lot of people were underestimating Floyd Schofield. I told you guys, I love my Philadelphia fighters. You know what I mean? A lot of people on my channel a lot of critics of my channel say that I'm biased towards Philadelphia fighters and shit like that because I'm from Philadelphia and all this good shit. But I told you guys, looking at this fight right here, all around the board, it was meant for Floyd Schofield to win. Now, I said from a stylistic standpoint, Floyd Schofield has the ability to beat Tevin Farmer because one of my biggest criticisms of Tevin Farmer was that his offense did not match his defense. And most recently, during the YSM interview, the last interview that Tevin Farmer did with YSM, he said that he was a lot of defense and not enough of offense. That's my biggest criticism of him, in terms of his abilities. That's what I've always said about him. And I always said that he struggles against guys who let their hands go. We've seen it happen with JoJo Diaz. When he went on that long streak, had 5 straight title defenses and stuff like that. When he was looking, when he was actually at his peak and was a bona fide world champion and all that good stuff, I told everybody around that time, JoJo Diaz has what it takes to defeat Tevin Farmer, not because he's the more skilled guy, because he has what Tevin Farmer struggles with. And that's output, volume, offense, pressure. Those are things that Tevin Farmer has always struggled with throughout his career. You see what I mean? And I watched that JoJo Diaz fight with Gary Russell, and the only thing that set Gary Russell and JoJo Diaz apart in that fight was JoJo Diaz don't really got a jab. You see what I mean? But, you know, JoJo Diaz ended up beating Tevin Farmer, so I've always kept my eye on that style when it went up against Tevin Farmer moving forward. That last William Cepeda fight, I feel like that gave Kid Austin, Floyd Schofield, confidence in taking that fight because they knew that Tevin Farmer, you know, could fatigue in the later rounds. They knew that he couldn't deal with pressure and that he has trouble with volume punches. And Floyd Schofield is capable of being all of those things wrapped in one. So, of course, they went into this fight extremely confident. You see what I'm saying? Now, what I didn't expect was for the fight to go exactly how it went. You see what I'm saying? Going into the bell rings, you know what I mean? They get to the center of the ring. You know, they're exchanging jabs and all that good stuff. Floyd Schofield shoots a combination that was extremely fast, and like impulsively. I'm not gonna say impulsively, but I guess like out of reflexes, Tevin Farmer dips with his head down. You know what I mean, and you know attempts to smother Floyd Schofield. So Floyd Schofield, you know, is showcasing fast hands off of the rip. It actually caught me off guard how fast he had shot that combination. So I'm like, all right, this kid got some hand speed on him. So then, you know, shortly afterwards, fucking Floyd Schofield shoots a jab and shoots a very short right hook right behind it. It wasn't wide. He didn't swing that bitch from a mile away where Tevin Farmer could see it and, you know, pretty much avoid it and just be on his defensive bag how he usually is. It was a short right hook that Tevin Farmer did not see coming off behind the jab, and it hit Tevin Farmer square on the chin. He went right down. In my personal opinion, I think that Tevin Farmer should have, you know, took his time with getting up. You see what I mean? I think what really hurt Tevin Farmer in that situation was he got up too quick. His legs were not underneath him, and he wanted to play it off and, you know, to the ref and make it seem like he wasn't hurt when he actually was. Because like Emmanuel Stewart has said back in his days, rest in peace to Emmanuel Stewart, the legs don't lie. You see what I'm saying? You could be putting on an act and you could be making it seem like you okay. You could be telling the ref, yeah, you fine. But if your legs are not saying the same thing, you are a hurt fighter. So Floyd Schofield notices this. You know what I mean? His killer instinct comes out. He shoots another combination, a devastating combination that I thought was actually more damaging than the first knockdown, in my opinion, because the way that Tevin Farmer had fell, if it wasn't for him landing on like his, you know, elbows, he would have his head would have touched the canvas for sure. I actually think that the elbows broke his fall, but his head still snapped back as a result. You know what I mean? He beats the count again. Right there, I wouldn't have been mad if the referee would have stopped it right there, to be honest with you. But regardless, the referee gives him another chance. Floyd Schofield lets go of another combination, and when Tevin Farmer leans over, you know what I mean, pretty much defenseless, the referee stops the fight. You know what I mean? I thought that the referee stoppage was appropriate. I thought that was a good move. Tevin Farmer got hurt very early in the fight. He got caught cold. Neither one of them was sweating at the end of the fight. So they wasn't even warmed up. You know, one of the worst times to get caught is when you're not warmed up. You see what I mean? Like I said, I thought it was a little bit not a little bit. I thought it was a huge mistake for Tevin Farmer to not take the full 8 count to, you know, get himself together, considering that Tevin Farmer, you know, is in phenomenal shape and always has been. He probably could have recovered with that 8 seconds if he would have just took his time getting off of the canvas. But I think because he had gotten up so fast, I think that really hurt his chances of, you know, actually recovering. But Floyd Schofield was in a different mode, man. He was not playing with Tevin Farmer. Tevin Farmer knew that Floyd Schofield was going to come out hot, but I don't think he anticipated Floyd Schofield's hand speed to be what it was, and I don't think he expected, you know, Floyd Schofield to be punching so sharp so early on in the fight. You see what I mean? But I think that the main reason why the fight went how it went and it ended so quickly was because Tevin Farmer did not take his time with the count. You see what I'm saying? Coffee Plant said Floyd had a lot of emotions heading into this. Yes, he did, and you could tell because he pretty much had gotten emotional after the fight. You see him, you know, crying with his father and shit like that. You know what I mean? A lot of these fighters, man, they pay attention to what's on social media, man. A lot of boxers, they're sensitive to, you know, the criticism that they receive because they put so much work into their, you know, craft. You know what I mean? It's almost like a rapper or a singer, you know, that's putting out an album. You know what I mean? They put their blood, sweat, and tears into an album, and you know, people review it, you know, in one day and be like, "Oh, this shit trash." You're like, bro, damn, like you listen to it one time and you already calling my shit trash. You ain't even take the time to, you know, let it marinate. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, they get offended as a result of that. They sensitive. A lot of artists are sensitive about their work. Whenever people are truly passionate about their craft, or they putting they all into their craft, they're gonna be sensitive, you know, based off of things that's said about it. So I'm sure Floyd Schofield and his father, they heard the criticisms, they heard all the, you know, the bash, and they couldn't even do a live stream like interview without being criticized for the Shakur Stevenson situation, for the Abdullah Mason situation. So they was going into this camp with a huge chip on their shoulder. And Floyd Schofield had admitted after the fight that after this performance against Tevin Farmer, it felt like a huge weight been lifted off of his shoulder. That's stress, that's anxiety, that's pressure. You see what I mean? Pretty much, you know, wrapped up all into one. And he's going into the fight, you know, with that on him. So Floyd Schofield did something that I did not think he was capable of doing. You know, to Tevin Farmer, somebody who's been battle tested, been in there with punchers, been in there with just about every style, and has never went out like that. You see what I'm saying? So, man, that shit was crazy. I think that was an absolute statement. Somebody had just got knocked down. Somebody just got knocked down. Okay. So shit's not looking good so far in this fight. Looks like Rodriguez is not doing too well against Curiel. So this might actually end pretty soon. Yeah, Curiel's putting a beating on Rodriguez. He's putting a good beating on Rodriguez right now. But anyways, yeah, it looked like a body shot the way he was hunched over on that canvas, but Rodriguez is trying to fight back. Anyways, ooh wee, god damn. Oh yeah, they waved the fight off. That was nasty. Yeah, he whooped his ass. But hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. All right. We good. Yeah, man. So I did predict Floyd Schofield to win, but I did not expect him to win in that fashion. You know what I'm saying? So I guess technically my prediction was right in terms of like who I had winning, but the fashion in which I had Floyd Schofield winning was completely off. You know what I mean? I thought that it was going to go to a unanimous decision. I thought that Floyd Schofield was going to outwork him. And I even put out the possibility of it being a controversial decision. No controversy whatsoever. That was a washing. That was easy work for Floyd Schofield. So congratulations to Floyd Schofield. He put on a statement for the boxing world. I think he silenced a lot of critics in this one because keep it real, a lot of y'all was picking Tevin Farmer to win. And a lot of people were saying that I was hating on Philly fighters as a result of me picking Floyd Schofield to win. When in reality, I was just going off of just being objective and seeing the styles, you know, and even taking into account the politics of boxing. I had brought up the brand new deal that Floyd Schofield has signed with Oscar De La Hoya, Golden Boy Promotions. And, you know, one thing about Golden Boy, you know what I mean? Just like 100% of these promoters that's out here, they don't want to fuck their money up. So they're going to take calculated moves, you know what I mean, until they get their return on investment, and then they'll be more than happy to cash these fighters out or put them in fights that they may very possibly lose. You see what I mean? They seen how the way Tevin Farmer performed against William Cepeda in the last fight. You know what I mean? They seen little weaknesses that they can exploit, and shit, they did. So we can't really be mad at Floyd Schofield. He did what he was supposed to do. He did exactly what he was supposed to do, man. And he might have gotten the performance of the night, to be honest with you. Definitely the knockout of the night. You feel me? And shit, that motherfucker Floyd Schofield deserve a bonus as a result of that. You see what I mean? But look, I don't know if y'all really familiar with Julian Rodriguez and Avius Griffin. I don't know if y'all actually took the time to watch the fight, but man, that was a hell of a fucking fight, man. Avius Griffin over there with Bomac, over there at B&B Boxing Academy and shit like that. 17-0, 16 knockouts going up against Julian Rodriguez, who I believe was 32-1. I want to say Julian Rodriguez was 32-1 prior to the fight. Let's take a look. Oh, I'm sorry, 24-1. Well, 23-1 he was prior to the win over Avius Griffin. So he done had a good amount of fights. You feel what I mean? And I think Antonio Tarver was the one saying, fucking that he was 30-something and one. But whatever. Regardless, I've known and seen Julian Rodriguez in the Philly boxing scene for a very long time. He's not too far away from Philadelphia. He's actually from out North Jersey, but he had always taken fights down here. You know what I mean? You could just take a look through his box rec. He done fought in Bethlehem. He done fought in Philadelphia. He fought at the Leocourt Center. He fought at the 2300 Arena. You know what I mean? He done been in Philly several times. Just look at his early fights, 2300 Arena, Atlantic City. So Atlantic City is only an hour away from Philadelphia. You feel what I'm saying? So, and we fought on several cards together. You know what I mean? In terms of my professionals, fighting on the same card as him, professionals that I've dealt with in the past. And one thing about Julian Rodriguez that I liked about him was he was extremely efficient. Had a great professional style in terms of, he didn't throw a lot of punches, but when he did, he made them count. Accurate. Had some good punching power as well. I've seen him stop dudes. I've seen him showcase some fast hands, a good punch placement. And he was, whenever he needs to use his legs to, throw off his opponents, he could do that as well. He's a good, technically sound boxer puncher. You know what I mean? Not the biggest puncher, but a technically sound boxer puncher. And he showcased that tonight against Avius Griffin. Avius Griffin, you could tell, wasn't the most experienced guy. You know what I mean? Julian Rodriguez, on the other hand, he took a stoppage loss to Jose Pedraza, who, is a 2-division world champion. You see what I mean? Wait, hold on. I think, did Jose Pedraza win belts in 3 weight classes? Or was it just one? But regardless, he won. Yeah, he won the WBO off Beltran. And then he had a belt at 130 as well. I don't think he got a belt at 140 though. He definitely ain't get a belt at 140. So Jose Pedraza is a seasoned guy. You see what I mean? He done been around the block. He went up against Gervonta Davis, Vasil Lomachenko, his last fight, Tito Mercado, Keyshawn Davis. This is an experienced guy that Julian Rodriguez was in there with. And, he might have been in over his head in the experience factor in this show. But he learned from that and became an experienced fighter as a result of that. You know what I mean? And Avius Griffin, we could take a look at his box rec and stuff like that, but I guarantee you, just based off of how the way he performed tonight, that he really hasn't been in, many situations like this before. You see what I mean? Look at his record. It's padded to the max. Debut 1-7, 2-31, 1-10. Debut 1-12, 11-17, 12-23, 5-1, 11-13, 31-13, 27-13, 31-18, 8-5, 13-4, 12-2, 14-4, and then he comes up short against a 23-1. You see what I'm saying? So this dude, Avius Griffin, been in there with absolutely nobody. I guess they believed in him. He signed with MVP and Jake Paul and them. He goes in there with an experienced guy like Julian Rodriguez. And the skill set, in the skill set department, it was night and day between both of these guys right here. You see what I'm saying? The hand speed was a huge. There was a huge difference in hand speed. Julian Rodriguez, he had and being the shorter guy, he had the better jab in my opinion. You know what I mean? Avius Griffin was flicking the jab and stuff like that. He had a nice rangy jab to him, but Julian Rodriguez jab, although he had very short arms, you could tell he has short arms, just like myself, short arms, but had a very accurate, sharp jab. And Avius Griffin had a hard time with that. And Julian Rodriguez started picking him off with like right hands to the body. But what really played the part, and I was saying it in the group chat with my people that's in there, you know what I mean? That left hook, he could not miss with that left hook. And he had stunned him several times throughout the fight. You know what I mean? I don't know if it was the second or third round when the bell had just rung. You know, Avius Griffin had felt one of them shots. Then I believe in the fourth round, or either the fourth or the fifth, he had gotten stunned again. You know what I mean? But things had taken a small turn because at the beginning of one of, you know, the later rounds, one of the mid to later rounds, Avius Griffin lands a sharp right hand on Julian Rodriguez's temple. Julian Rodriguez falls as a result of that. But I'm going to give him credit. He actually had gotten up, shown great conditioning because of how fast he had recovered, you know, from the knockdown. And I actually had him, you know, dominate him the rest of the round after the knockdown. You see what I mean? Julian Rodriguez continued to box well, kept landing his left hook. Every time he came in with a high guard. Whenever Avius would try to get his right hand off, Julian Rodriguez was there to counter with the left hook. He could not miss at all. Avius Griffin failed to make the defensive adjustments to, you know, defend that left hook. And I guess, you know, in the last round, the 10th round, with, you know, a little bit of time left on the clock, I was already under the impression that Julian Rodriguez was going to win the fight regardless. But a fucking left hook lands right on the button on Avius Griffin. His legs don't respond well. And like I said, the legs don't lie. Julian Rodriguez smelled blood in the water. He pressed him against the ropes, let off a combination. Avius Griffin drops to the canvas, and he has trouble getting up. And by the time he musters the courage to get up, the referee feels like it is no longer safe for Avius Griffin to continue, and they waive the fight off. Julian Rodriguez wins by TKO in the last round with, I believe, 5 seconds left on the clock, man. Great fucking fight, man. We got a little bit of a chess match. We got some knockdowns between both guys. We seen motherfuckers get hurt on both sides, you know, and that ends with a knockout. This was an upset, not because Julian Rodriguez was the inferior fighter or anything like that, but Julian Rodriguez came on an MVP card against an MVP fighter and was pretty much getting played by Jake Paul. It's just saying we don't know who the fuck, like pretty much saying we don't know who, you know, Julian Rodriguez is. Well, guess what? I guess you fucking know who Julian Rodriguez is now. Congratulations to Julian Rodriguez for a great win over Avius Griffin. And I'm looking forward to seeing what Julian Rodriguez does next, because I think, you know, that loss he had taken against Jose Pedraza has built character within him. He didn't let it defeat him. You know, he continued to move forward. He got the fights to get back in the winning column. And he just got a good fucking win that's going to bring some attention to his name. So hopefully he gets another opportunity in the near future. You see what I'm saying? So, man, what time is it? 10:30? So I guess there's like one more fight. I think Zordo's up next, right? Am I tripping? I think Zordo's fighting. And then after that, we got Jake Paul against Chavez Jr. Now, I feel like this fight right here, a lot of people are, you know, I guess excited, I guess you would say, because Jake Paul is finally fighting a professional boxer and all this good stuff. And, you know, he's been facing professional fighters, but it was guys who had like winning records but really didn't face anybody. You know what I mean? Smart, calculated moves on MVP's part, and, you know, trying that they've been changing the narrative a little bit, because, you know, the stigma that was around, you know, Jake Paul had a reputation for fighting, you know, guys who weren't boxers or old retired MMA fighters. So it was like, all right, we're going to give you a professional fighter. So they gave you guys who were professional fighters but had no notable names, weren't seasoned professionals at all, no threat to Jake Paul whatsoever, who had the resources to have better camps than them, better sparring partners than them, better coaches than them. So, you know, it was that was easy work for him, you know what I'm saying? But people still wasn't buying into all of that. They needed to see him in there actually with somebody. So they picked Chavez Jr. Now, Chavez Jr. is a former world champion, technically, a seasoned professional. You know, them been in there with a lot of big names. You know what I mean? The biggest name, Canelo Alvarez. He faced Danny Jacobs, Sergio Martinez back when he was champion at middleweight. You know, he done faced a lot of dudes, but most recently he had actually lost to somebody that Jake Paul had beat already, Anderson Silva. an all-time great mixed martial artist who, had a professional career, but didn't do too much in his professional career. Actually had came back to boxing after MMA, the MMA, I guess side of him, I guess the MMA chapter of his career had closed. You see what I'm saying? And he outclassed Chavez Jr. He outclassed Chavez Jr. So, he's painting a picture as if like, oh, Chavez Jr., he's a former world champion and he's a legitimate boxer, and he is. But what version of Chavez Jr. are you really facing? You see what I'm saying? You fighting, Chavez Jr. at, his lowest point. So Chavez Jr., he's been known for, not taking, not training hard, you know what I mean? Getting into, negative, I'm gonna just say this, negative recreational activities. If you know, you know. And he's been washed up for a good amount of time now. You see what I'm saying? He's been washed for years. Like, and let's not act like we didn't see this man quit in multiple fights. We seen this man quit against Daniel Jacobs, where they was all throwing shit in the ring. We seen this man quit against Fonfara years ago. You see what I'm saying? So, this is a guy who, technically world champion, former world champion, yes. Solid professional fighter, yes. Seasoned professional fighter, yes. But there are some cons to, Chavez Jr. as well. There's negative. There's a whole negative side behind Chavez Jr. as well, and it may outweigh the the good things about Chavez Jr. Professional career. You see what I mean? So Jake Paul, you know what I mean, finessing the system like he has been since he's been coming into the pros. He could feed the people bullshit and had the casuals believe that he's fighting like a dangerous professional fighter right now. But let's keep it 1,000. You catching Chavez Jr. at his lowest point. You're catching Chavez Jr. when, with a lot of mileage. You feel what I'm saying? So it's pretty much I'm not gonna say it's shoo-in because anything can happen in boxing. Chavez Jr. could clip Jake Paul tonight. You see what I mean? But this is like the closest thing you'll get to a guaranteed win against a seasoned professional fighter. Chavez Jr., yo. Chavez Jr., yo. Like, Jake Paul's the same guy in his last bout. He wanted to convince everybody that Mike Tyson was still a dangerous fighter when he's pushing 60 years old and had to pull out of the first fight because he had stomach ulcers. He usually gets stomach ulcers from putting your body through high levels of stress. Mike Tyson ain't have no business being in the profession, being in the pro ranks right now. You see what I'm saying? So that's Jake Paul for you. Master deceiver, a master manipulator in the sport of boxing, and MVP in them. They're gonna keep finding ways to finesse the system to get that bag. You see what I'm saying? Who I'm rooting for? I ain't rooting for neither one of them. I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you. Like, I'm really not. Shout out to Coffee Plant for packing, dude. I don't like when dudes be spamming the comments and shit like that. Salute. Shy Rider, West Sider, what up? He said, salute Mazuma. What's crazy is Mike had a few chances to KO Jake, but he kept holding back. Well, when you close to 60 years old, you're not going to be able to pull the trigger how you did when you were 20 years old. You see what I mean? So, Shy Rider, that's what happens when you up there in age. You know what I mean? Because I've heard stories of fighters who, became shells in themselves and said that they could see punches that they could land, but their body, their brain wasn't cooperating with their body. Like their brain to tell them to pull the trigger, but their body couldn't. You see what I mean? And that might have been exactly what happened with Mike, where his mind was telling him to do something, but his body wasn't corresponding with it. And that's what happens when you are a shot fighter. And that just comes with age. That's okay. They say Father Time is undefeated, right? Cool. But understanding that, with people understanding that at the same time, they still had this belief that, Mike Tyson was just going to come in here and fucking stomp a mud hole in Jake Paul. And that wasn't the case at all. Mike Tyson will get washed by a solid amateur today in boxing. That's not because Mike Tyson trash. It's because he's 60 years old, bro. He's not himself. But y'all see him do some pad work, and then y'all all up in arms like, oh, shit, Mike is back. Oh, Iron Mike. Man, Iron Mike gonna kill Jake Paul, man. And bro, that's exactly what MVP and Jake Paul wanted you to believe, so you could tune in and watch the fight. That's exactly, bro. That it's master. It's genius promotion. It's genius marketing. Let's push it. Let's. We all know that Mike Tyson is old, but if we push this narrative that Mike Tyson, is still a threat, if we still push this narrative that Mike Tyson is still Mike Tyson, then maybe that'll entice people to actually sit down, log on to Netflix, and watch the fight. And what y'all did, y'all ate it up right up out their hands. Ate it up right out their hands. And then when Mike Tyson performs like a fucking 50, what is he, 58 years old, 56, 58 years old? When he performs like a 58-year-old man, then y'all upset. You dummy. We told y'all he was 58 years old, and now you mad because he performed like a 58-year-old man? Like, I don't understand people's logic, man. But, a lot of people are gullible, especially boxing fans, especially casual boxing fans. But it is what it is. Now they're trying to convince you that Chavez Jr. is a formidable opponent. He's a threat. When the dude been washed for fucking damn near a decade, hasn't done anything significant since he lost to fucking Sergio Martinez for the world, for his world title, and has been fucking with all types of yayo and all types of shit. Just like his daddy, fucking with the yayo, just like his daddy. But they want you to believe that Chavez Jr. is a problem. Yeah, y'all, this update is terrible, man. I don't know why they did that. But for those y'all who noticing, y'all usernames on the chat are no longer like the names y'all pick. Now it's like y'all at names. So if y'all could change y'all at name to what y'all YouTube name was, I could get a better understanding of who y'all are. You feel what I'm saying? Like Coffee Plant changed his username. So now I could tell that's Coffee Plant. I wouldn't have known that this was Ralph's page that's commenting if I didn't know his profile picture. You see what I'm saying? So definitely got to change it, or at least try to make it something, similar to what y'all username was, so I can understand who I'm talking to. Yeah, bro. Sometimes people try too hard. Coffee, like they want to change shit, but it's nothing that necessarily needs to be changed. It was never an issue. Why change it? Y'all fixing shit that ain't broken. I see Zordo getting that pad work in. He about to make his ring walk soon. You know what I mean? How I feel about Wilder's performance, I pretty much spoke about it, last night. Wilder showcased a good jab, you know what I mean? But it just didn't seem like his accuracy was there with his right hand. You know, he did what he was supposed to do, for that opponent. Tyrell Herndon, he was never considered a top heavyweight by any stretch of the imagination. You know what I mean? We seen that a majority of his losses had went by being knocked out. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't really expecting too much out of Tyrell, but Deontay Wilder showcased a sharp jab. You know what I mean? His right hand don't look how it used to. The speed behind the right hand don't look like how it used to. And that's just what happens when you get up there in age. You feel what I'm saying? So it looks like Deontay Wilder is still trying to figure it out. You know what I mean? Look like he's I think he's just looking to stay active so he can find himself and then end up being in those big fights again. But to be honest with you, I've been somebody who's been saying that I would like to see Deontay Wilder hang up the gloves. If he's not able to perform at a high level anymore and you made a shit ton of money in the process, I don't really see a need for you to come back. You know what I mean? This new era of heavyweights is on the come up. I don't think Wilder stands a chance against. I don't think he beats, I don't even think he beats Anthony Joshua right now. You know what I'm saying? I would have loved to have seen the fight like 10 years ago when they were both at their peak, because I would have picked Wilder to beat Anthony Joshua devastatingly. But I do feel like Anthony Joshua, although he doesn't have the best chin neither, has more in the tank than Deontay Wilder. I think that he has more to give to the sport. You feel what I mean? I actually think he could put on a great fight with Tyson Fury before he hangs up the gloves. I just don't see Wilder being competitive with anybody that's at the top of the division. We already seen him lose to Joseph Parker. He got sparked by Julie Zhang. I don't think he defeats a Cabiel. I don't think he defeats a Usyk, a Daniel Dubois. I don't see him beating anybody at the top of the division. Not even a FA or Martin Bacoli. Like, let's be serious, y'all. You feel what I mean? They even talking about a Dave Allen fight. Dave Allen might be a little bit too rough for Deontay Wilder right now. You know what I mean? Especially since that right hand don't look like it's as dangerous as it used to be. I don't know how you're going to keep a rough, tough guy like Dave Allen up off you. You know, that was a fight that I had called for last night after the performance, but then after really thinking about it and looking back on some David Allen fights, I don't know if Wilder could keep up with that right now. Him and Butterbean should box. That's crazy. Butterbean old as hell now. He probably like Mike Tyson age. How old is Butterbean right now, bro? But yeah, but he is Mike Tyson's age. He's 58 years old, bro. That's hilarious. But anyways, yeah, Wilder, he did what he was supposed to do with that opponent. A lot of people said, is Deontay Wilder back after this performance? I don't know if Tyrell Herndon is like a great enough fighter or a good enough fighter, I would say, to give me the impression that Deontay Wilder is back. Wilder could watch a lot of low-tier competition right now, but we won't really know if he's back. If y'all saying he's back, is he back, you know, in terms of being at the top of the heavyweight division? The answer is no. Miles Sadiq says the money is in casual fans. Casual fans, see, this is what I say, right? I look at casual fans as additional money, you know, inconsistent money. So I look at it this way, right? Because casual, if you can mix the hardcore and casual boxing fans to watch a fight, then you're gonna make significantly more money. Let's not get it fucked up. But I always looked at casual boxing fans as inconsistent money, and I ask people all the time because it seems like the whole thing is, reeling in the casual boxing fan. Oh, we doing all of it. We doing this to attract the casual boxing fans. How about the hardcore boxing fans? The hardcore boxing fans are the ones that are more reliable. They're the ones who put up their money more often. They're the ones who consistently put their money to the front, to the forefront for these fighters to, take care of their families and create generational wealth. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna ask y'all something. Would y'all rather have, let's say y'all run a business, right? Let's say y'all run a business. Would you rather have a client that gives you $100 a week? Or would you get that client that gives you $500 every 4 months? Or every 6 months? Let's say $500 every 6 months. You gonna take that $100 a week that adds up to $4,800 a year, or are you gonna go and get the $500 every 6 months, which is only $1,000 a year? I understand both, JD, but I'm telling you, which one would you rather go with if you had to pick one? It's gonna be the more consistent cash flow. Casual boxing fans, they're inconsistent. They just give money whenever you're able to get their attention. Hardcore boxing fans, they're giving you the bread each and every time. Every time you got a fight that's meaningful for the sport, the hardcore boxing fans putting their bread up. They putting bread up when the casuals are there. They putting the bread up when the casuals ain't there. So which one would you rather go towards? I feel like feeding into the casuals, bro. I feel like casuals get more respect than the hardcore boxing fans. That shit is crazy to me. I don't believe. I disagree with you, JD. I don't believe casuals outweigh everybody. How they outweigh everybody when they're not even consistently here to keep the sport moving? They're only here sometimes. The hardcores outweigh everybody because the hardcores are the ones that show up consistently to support the sport and keep the sport moving. So I don't agree with that. Casuals are a great addition to make some revenue. If you could get them, then your money might double or triple. But I'm not going to say they outweigh everybody because they're not the ones that are there. They only show up sometimes. You got to have a fight like Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson to get their attention. A Floyd Manny Pacquiao. You know what I mean? Maybe an Errol versus Terrence. Maybe Ryan and Tank. That them type of fights don't come around as often, so they not here all like that. But the hardcore boxing fans, they there for all of those events and more. So which one should you cater towards more? The casual or the hardcore boxing fan? It's the hardcore boxing fan. That's all I know. I'm gonna take care of my hardcore, like my consistent clients, and I've ran several businesses. I'm gonna take care of my consistent clients in comparison to the clients that just come around, once or twice a year type shit. Who you think I'm gonna cater to? The motherfuckers who keep making sure I'm getting paid every week, not the motherfucker who pay me once in a while. That's crazy to me. This motherfucking commentator looked like he's Shaq height. What the fuck? This motherfucker like 7'2". This nigga dropped the basketball and picked up a mic. It looks like they putting Jake Paul in a position to possibly fight Zordo, though, right? That's what it's looking like. I see Gilberto Mendoza said if Jake Paul win tonight, they're gonna put him in the WBA rankings. And once you're in the WBA rankings, you can fight for a world title at any time. It says, can you agree a casual can develop a love for boxing and be invested? Absolutely. But that's not that's not a guarantee. You feel what I'm saying? They call it casuals for a reason because they casually watch boxing. Not all of them. There's some that who will watch the sport initially as a casual, and then grow a love for the sport and actually transition to a hardcore boxing fan. I've seen that happen before, but that's not very often. That's not that common. Hence why they're called casual boxing fans. Because they only take the time to watch boxing, you know what I mean, if it's a certain event that, catches their eye. They're not going to sit down and, watch a fucking Abdullah Mason versus Sam Noakes. They're not watching that. They're not going to take the time to watch that. They don't catch their eye. But if a fucking, let's say, Jake Paul and Canelo fight each other, then now we're talking. Let's see what this YouTuber does. He's out to actually fight a current world champion of Canelo. Oh man, Canelo's gonna kill Jake. That's what's gonna keep the shit going around. But definitely a casual boxing fan can transition to a hardcore boxing fan. I've seen it with my own eyes. But that's how often does that happen though? I just feel like what I'm trying to say is hardcore boxing fans get disrespected a whole lot. You know what I mean? It's like these guys, these boxers and these businessmen in boxing, it seems like they care more for the casual boxing fan than the hardcore boxing fan. And it's like, why y'all chasing the casual boxing fans so much? Like, and I understand, like, if you bring the casual boxing fans in, they'll because promoters and the businessmen in boxing, they know that the hardcore boxing fans is always going to be there to give up their bread. So if they could bring the casual boxing fans along, like I said, they could generate even more revenue. But they pretty much be like, fuck the hardcore boxing fan. We don't care about them because they just gonna stick around. But they gonna stick around regardless. And unfortunately, that should be true. You know what I mean? That should be true. Like they get hardcore boxing fans get disrespected more than any fucking sports fan in the world. But they know that they're gonna stick around. So why cater to them? Let's just worry about the casual boxing fans. That's the ones we got to entertain because they're the ones who don't pay us no mind, and we want them to pay us mind. But if it's up to me, I'm gonna cater to the motherfuckers. If it just make more sense to me, and it just feel more morally right for me to take care of the motherfuckers who's taking care of me more consistently. Like if I got two hoes and one of them asks actually give a fuck about me and give a fuck about my best interest and, you know, loyal to me and want to stick around with me. And then you got this one John that, you know what I mean? She, you know what I mean? She look good or whatever, but she only come around when she needs something. Which one you think I'm going to hold closer? The one who give a fuck about me? I don't know. But everybody got their thing. You feel what I'm saying? Jab Queen, what up? Jab Queen had that live popping though. Y'all gotta tune in to Jab Queen live. She a little feisty too. Jab Queen a little feisty. I was sitting there, I was cracking up at her. She's like, yo, don't be coming, man. You come on my live talking that bullshit again, I'm gonna just kick you out. You talking that bullshit, man. You had people complaining. I ain't with all that shit, son. Cut that shit. I'm like, yo, Jab Queen be snapping. She feisty than a motherfucker. I fuck with Jab Queen though. She remind me of like, it's gonna sound weird, but my mom like that, bro. Like my mom, like I'm not comparing Jab Queen to my mom. I don't even know how old Jab Queen is, but I'm saying like the feistiness, like she gangster like that. Like my mom a gangster. You feel me? If I call my mom right now, I'm like, yo, what the hell you doing? She's like, what the fuck you want? Don't be calling my phone. Don't be calling my phone talking shit. But it be all love. You feel what I'm saying? It be love. You feel what I mean? So that's what she remind me of, like the personality. Shout out to Jade Queen. She be getting to the shits too. She told Devin Haney, she told Bill Haney, what she say? She was like, she said something like, I ain't got time for all like this. Because Bill Haney kept like dancing around the question and shit. Oh, you still alive right now and you in the chat with me? Yo, see, Jade Queen goated, man. You got that type of support is phenomenal. She was like, I don't got time for the. She pretty much told Bill Haney, I ain't got time for the bullshit. So you gonna answer this question or what? I'm like, yo, Jade Queen be fucking tripping, but she mean good though. Are they arguing? Yeah. Yeah, that's another thing too. Like when I've been on like other lives where shit go left, and I'm just like I'm not arguing on nobody else's live. I'll argue on mine, but I'm not arguing on nobody else's. Once I peep that, I'm like, I don't know if I want to be here much longer. But as soon as I was about to keep chatting it up with y'all, I had all this family come in, so I'm like, you know what? Oh yeah, H Money Coffee, you right. But H Money, man, them niggas was talking crazy because that situation was different. So he was like, oh, it was some nigga from the UK talking crazy to me. He was like, oh, Atif O'Burlton, he's ducking Ben Whitaker. He's ducking Ben Whitaker. Tell him to sign the contract. Tell him to sign the contract. Oh, he's ducking Ben Whitaker. I said, nigga, what contract? What is you talking about, nigga? Ain't nobody send no fucking contract to Atif O'Burlton to fight no motherfucking Ben Whitaker. He's like, oh, you're ducking us. I said, who's us, nigga? Is you his manager? He was like, no. I said, is you his promoter? No. I said, so what the fuck is you talking about us? There ain't no motherfucking us. You dump. So I said something like that. It kind of went that way from what I remember, from what I recollect. H Money was like, oh man, he a boxer fan. He can shit. Man, why you trying to play him? Like, oh. Then he started like taking up for the dude. You feel what I'm saying? So I was like, bro, shut the fuck up. Like, you talking, oh, pull up on me, nigga. Pull up, nigga. I'm in Memphis, nigga. Other team, nigga. I'm like, bro, H Money, you ever talk like that in my face, I will break everything in your fucking, everything around here. That shit gone. I promise you that. But, you know, niggas, this nigga hooting and hollering on his, spitting all over his keyboard and shit. And niggas ain't got time for all that shit. Cause if you not doing that shit in person, that shit not respected. So you pussy to me. And I promise you, in person, I still wouldn't yell at you. Shit is getting fired. Nigga, hands is getting fired. And it's just up to you whether you gonna be able to take them bitches or not. And to whoop my ass, you gotta be a bad motherfucker. You gotta be a bad motherfucker, boy. I tell you what, if the boxing ain't working, I bet you the wrestling will. And if the wrestling don't work, I know the boxing will. So you better be a mixed martial artist in this motherfucker if you want to get off on me. Shit. Unless you like Terrence Crawford or something, where you could do both at a high level, nigga. You got me fucked up. National champion in wrestling. Bad motherfucker in boxing. Know the game. Know what it. I know what it is. We gotta be a bad motherfucker, boy. I would love to. I would love to box H Money. Aiden Ross need to hook that up. I swear to God, bro. I swear to God. I would train like a motherfucker for that. I'll be so motivated. Don't shit motivate me more than shit talking. At the beginning of my life, my step pop was on FaceTime with me. He was doing that motivated me more than anybody. Him and my mom. They used to talk so much shit to me that it just took me to a different level, and I prove them wrong all the time. The worst thing you could do with a nigga like me is talk shit to me and tell me something that I can't do. That's the worst thing you could do. Your best bet is to just stay quiet. Don't even light no fire under me. The worst thing you can do is talk shit to me. Because you just gonna bring me to a whole different level. You better off just shutting the fuck up and catching me slipping. Or you hope that you catch me slipping. Because I might find a reason to get mad at you. Because I'm one of them type niggas too. If you're not giving me nothing to motivate me with, I'll probably just make some shit up and then I'll believe it. I'm crazy like that, bro. So what you think? I swear to God, I'll make some shit up. What you think? I'm a bitch, nigga? Oh, word? Oh, bet. That's all I need. That's all I need. I swear to God. He like, I ain't even say that. Yes, you did, nigga. Yes, you did. Now you gotta live with that. Fuck you talking about? Swear to God. Swear to God. Yeah, bro. That's the worst thing you could do is talk crazy to me, bro. That nigga will like the fuel into me. I will fry him. Him and Southpaw, I would love to fight both of them. The hood, man, I'm still in the hood, nigga. I'm in the hood right now. I'm only a few blocks away from where I grew up. Gilberto Ramirez got love handles out the ass. Looks slow, but he looks strong too. Crazy that he was at it's crazy that Gilberto was at 175. He a big motherfucker, boy. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna be back in the suburbs soon. I was in the suburbs, but you know what I mean? I had to get my money together. Once I get this money back where it used to be. I'm good financially. Don't get it fucked up. I'm talking about debt. Once I get a little bit of debt, you know what I mean? He was at 168, right? I knew I wasn't tripping. Yeah, I knew I wasn't tripping. It's been a while. But I remember I think he fought Jesse Hart. Nah, he fought Jesse Hart at 68, right? He fought Jesse Hart at 68, I think. And then Jesse Hart went up to 75 and he fought Joe Smith. Nah, he lost to Gilberto at 168. Then he rematched him at 75. Right? He followed Jesse Hart followed Gilberto up to 175, and then he stood at 175 for a little bit to fight Joe Smith. Then Jesse went back down to 68. Yeah, that's been a while. Yeah, Gilberto a big motherfucker, boy. You don't really see Mexicans that big, but Gilberto one of them. Yep. I remember that. I wanted Jesse Hart to win so bad, bro. Ooh, that was a good body shot from Dorticos. I could tell that bothered Gilberto too, because he went right to Dortico's body right after that. Ooh. I think Dortico's got the right idea though. He ripping Gilberto's body. Ooh. You know this nigga strong as shit. He got Gilberto on the back foot. You know that nigga strong as shit. Ooh, somebody gonna get clipped. They throwing bombs. Cause you know both of these niggas are heavyweights in the ring right now. Said Malik Scott not giving instructions. I got this shit on mute right now. I wasn't really listening. Once I heard Antonio Tarver was on the commentary, I was like, oh nah, I'm cool. Turn that shit off. My son went to sleep early. I took him to the park, right? And I thought I was gonna burn him out in time for his bedtime, right? Ooh, yo, he fucking Gilberto up, low key. He fucking this nigga up to the body. I thought it was enough for him, like just in time for bedtime, bro. He fell asleep. He fell asleep like an hour before bedtime, bro. And this nigga woke up, and I'm like, fuck, bro. I turned all the lights off, put like sleepy music. I walked in there and he's still awake. I'm like, dude, this nigga gonna be up till like 12, 1 in the morning, bro. I hope he fell back asleep though. That's father problems though. For those of y'all who don't know, when you fuck up a baby sleeping schedule, that's the worst, dog. Thank God. And I give his mother credit for that. We've been keeping the same sleeping schedule for him since he was a baby. Like, of course, he's still a baby, but I'm saying like before he was a year old. Thank God. No deadbeats. Absolutely not. We don't fuck with deadbeats. As soon as I found out one of my homies deadbeats, they cut. I had a childhood friend of mine who I was with. We was homies like since we was like 8, 9 years old. And then once I found out that he had a baby with a girl, and he cut the girl off and cut the baby, I'm like, yo, bro, you what's up with your daughter? Man, I don't know, bro. They be on their own shit, bro. I just be letting her. Oh, word? All right, bro, I'll holler at you. Like the fuck, nigga. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Niggas be saying that shit. Yeah, Dortigos is definitely in this fight. He definitely is. Laying in some sharp shit on the inside. He touching the body. He got Gilberto on the ropes. Yeah, he looks strong as shit. And the body shots look like they bothering Gilberto too. But yeah, my nigga was like, he was like, man, I don't know, man. She just be on her own shit, and I just be letting her. So you don't know you don't know where your daughter at right now. You don't know the last time you spoke to her. Nothing. I was like, oh word. I was like, all right, bet. Y'all niggas be crumbs, bro. Like y'all niggas is bums, bro. Like there's no way. Like I would have to not be on this earth to not be here for my son. If I'm not here for my son, it's because I'm no longer here. Like I'm just not like I don't exist. I'm dead. I'm gone. Dortigo's putting the Benitos on cuz I'm telling you, I said that shit, bro. I was watching. I'm like, yo, he kind of fucking Gilberto up. From the very first round. He giving this nigga good work. You could tell Dortigo's strong as shit. Ain't Dortigo's the one who slept Tabiti? He slept Tabiti, right? Niggas was piping up Tabiti and shit. I think he knocked him out in like that tournament they had. Yeah, smash the like. What it cost you? It don't cost you a motherfucking thing. You know, niggas be stingy though, because they don't want to see a nigga come up. You heard? But we hit that 3K mark already. You feel me? So yeah, I remember Dortigo slept Tabiti, bro. That was a bad John too. I think like Tabiti slipped the jab. He did some crazy shit like where he slipped the jab and tried to come up and ran into some shit. He did some crazy shit like that. Let me watch that shit real quick. Yeah, he making Gilberto work, boy. Yeah, this is 2019, so this is a hot ass minute ago. Oh yeah, that's exactly what happened. Damn. He slipped the jab, tried to come back with the right hand. Dortigo's beat him to the right hand, put him to sleep. Yeah, Dortigo's could rumble for sure. He's strong as shit. He going to Gilberto body though. I think he figuring shit out right now. He said nigga got crabs. What? Look at them love handles on Gilberto though. I ain't gonna lie, I would go to his body too. You tripping. Damn. Zordo could fuck with Opatai. Fuck no. Fuck no. You better keep him away from Ja. You better keep Gilberto away from Ja. Word, they tripping. You better leave Ja alone. I think Benavidez need to leave Ja alone too. Cause I was hearing about that shit. I'm like, Benavidez, you don't stay your ass at light heavy, bro. Yeah. But I feel bad for Benavidez though, because every time he trying to close in on an opportunity, the politics get him. Or a nigga ducking him. 168, Canelo ain't want no gas. He just kept the belts hostage and them sanctioning bodies, which is, the ducking into politics. Politics as in the sanctioning bodies. You know what I mean? WBC talking about they was going to mandate Canelo to fight him. They never did. Well, they technically, I guess they mandated him, but they never gave him a time frame or anything like that. So they allowed Canelo to do whatever he wanted to do. Then he's like, all right, fuck it, I'm gonna go to 75. So he go to 75. He fight Vosdick, and he fights fucking David Morrell. He's in line. The WBC orders it, but Turkey Al-Sheikh pretty much convinces Bivol to get rid of the belt. And Benavidez becomes a quote-unquote email champion as a result of that. That looked like that rocked Gilberto a little bit. That right hand from Dorticos looked like it rocked. That definitely rocked Gilberto. Ooh, that was a good little exchange. That looked like that rocked Dorticos a little bit. Ooh. Oh, yeah, they rumbling. Oh, yeah, they rumbling. The fight done broke out. In the fourth round, the fight done broke out. Okay. Yeah, they trade. Yeah, these some big boys letting that shit go. Oh, okay. Them body shots from Dorticos. God damn. If Dorticos keep touching that body in them late rounds, Gilberto gonna be assed out. That was a beautiful left hook to the body from Dorticos. Oh, Gilberto responding though. They banging for sure. Yeah, Gilberto don't like Dorticos' power though. Yo, Dorticos ripping cuz. And he feeling that shit because he ain't got no problem going to the ropes. He not stepping the Dorticos at all. Uh-huh. Ooh. Yo, this been a lit card. I ain't even gonna lie, bro. This whole shit from top to bottom. Yeah, Anonymous, they definitely letting their hands go. Look like I think somebody gonna get sparked. I ain't even gonna hold you. The way these niggas trading, oh. Okay. They showing some punch resistance. They showing good chins. They showing work rate. They showing some good punch placement. Yeah. Logan Paul's such a fucking clown. I do not like him, bro. I don't like neither one of the Pauls, but Logan, I really don't like him. He be talking so crazy, like he could rumble. Like, nigga, you went to the WWE for a reason. Cut the fuck out. Your brother went into the smoke, not you, hoe ass nigga. Ooh. See that 1-2? That shit is getting Gilberto attention. Ooh, good fucking right hook. Yeah, this a good fucking fight right here, boy. Underdogs cooking the books. Shit, I hear you. Shout out to Tego though. I be seeing you on Twitter, Tego. Said they always say the little brother always got more fire underneath him. Yeah, man. It's actually a good little. That's a good little observation. That's like Boots. Boots the youngest out of his brothers. He the one who who actually stood the course. You feel me? Ain't Canelo the youngest brother too? Yeah, Canelo the youngest. So that's another example. He got like 8 brothers and he got like 8 siblings. He the youngest one. He got brothers that was fighters too, but he the one who made it the furthest. Yeah, I seen Boots was at Turks and Caicos, bro. That's fire, man. Great way to spend your birthday. 28 years old, bro. I'll be 28 in a few months. Yo, these guys are definitely trading, bro. What I like about this, they matching each other output too. Like when somebody trying to get them combinations off, the other one matching his energy. So it's really gonna be a battle of who got the who could take the better punch most first of all. And then it's also going, ooh, Ortigo just got his head snapped back 3 times in a row. There's also who's in better shape. You know what I mean? Emiliano, the most skilled out of his brothers. He's the youngest. Oh, all right. I'm not really tapped in with the Vargas brothers yet. You know what I mean? But I do see, I think Emiliano, the one that's with Top Rank, right? Then you got Amato, and then you got Fernando Vargas Jr., I think. It's just 3 of them? The Vargas brothers are saying, am I tuning into the UFC? I might, since it's Topuria. You know what I mean? I might. Topuria be, man, his boxing looks really good, bro. Like the way he places them body shots, them left hooks to the body, crazy. You could tell he got real punching power too. Topuria, he a beast. I like how the way he let his hands go and how sharp his punches are. I watched the Max Holloway John. That was a good John. I was rooting for Max too. That was a bad John. Oh, okay, so it is 3 of them. Amato Vargas is the one that beat up on Ryan Garcia, pussy ass brother, right? That's the case. I fuck with Amato heavy. Shout out to Amato Vargas. Is it Amando or Amato? Let me check. Yeah, it's a motto. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Yeah. He 13-0. Shout out to my boy Amado Vargas, man. That's my favorite Vargas brother. Let's go, champ. Had that boy Sean Garcia ready to shit himself, pussy ass nigga. Just because your brother a bitch, nigga. Fuck you mean. Both of these guys are in really good, pretty good shape, man. A lot of punches being thrown. Is this fight going 12 rounds? mm. Gilberto's starting to put them bitches together now. Dirtigo's dying down a little bit. That's what it looked like. Never mind. Shit. Dirtigo's still looking strong. While this fight going on, because I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't really care for this fight. What we talking about, man? God damn. What's next for Floyd Schofield, bro? Cause he rattled the boxing world today, boy. He rattled up the boxing world today. So he still pursue that Lucas Body fight. The winner of Williams Cepeda and Shakur, probably not. Especially if Shakur won. Yeah, Lucas Body fight won't be bad, bro. Tank cherry pick. Shit. Well, that's the thing. The WBA don't make Tank do shit with that belt. They do not make that boy do shit with that belt, bro. I remember Devin Haney was trying to enforce Tank to fight him with the WBA. Tank and I was like, man, fuck this belt. Y'all can keep this belt. Y'all don't tell us what to do. WBA was like, yes, sir. It's still right in their lane. Shit. So they keep banking on becoming Tank mandatory and all that, bro. Tank not fighting you, cuz. Tank not fighting you. Giovanni Cabrera fight for Schofield. That's interesting. That was a fight. Ooh, damn, he's a rock Dortigos with that shit. Yeah, they rumbling. I tell you what, Jake Paul not gonna be able to fuck with Gilberto, bro. Like his size, because he much bigger than Jake Paul. I can give a fuck how much Jake Paul be weighing. He not Gilberto's size, and Gilberto's ability to take a punch and his conditioning, Jake Paul be fatiguing. You feel what I'm saying? Like Gilberto's punch resistance, size, his pressure, bro. He'll fuck Jake up. They better keep Jake away from Gilberto. Ooh, that was nice. Ooh, look at them combinations from Gilberto. Gilberto a dog, cuz. I forgot about him. Look, Gilberto was showing some fast hands. Yeah, Jake do gas easy, cuz. Reform World said the matchmakers for this card gets an A+. Facts. Facts. This shit was lit from top to bottom, bro. Even the fight I wasn't really watching, the Curiel with the Rodriguez, that ended it with a knockout. Tevin Farmer, Floyd Schofield, 1 round, a complete shocker. Julian Rodriguez and Avius Griffin, great fucking fight. I thought that was gonna be like the fight of the night, but shit, Gilberto and Dorticos might take that, John, in terms of competitiveness. I could tell Gilberto's turning up the pressure a little bit. I think he trying to get Dortigos to punch himself out. Good body. They trading body shots. Anonymous, I wasn't talking about Chavez Jr. I was talking about Gilberto. Because the WBA said that if Jake Paul beats Chavez, they're going to put him in the WBA rankings at cruiserweight. But what I'm saying is they better keep Jake Paul away from Gilberto, because based off of what I'm seeing right here, he might stop Jake, to be honest with you. Like because he's bigger than Jake Paul. That's one. His punch resistance. So Jake Paul not gonna hit this nigga one time and he gonna go to sleep. That's not gonna happen. His pressure and his conditioning, all of that combined with experience, nah, that's too risky for Jake. They don't want to give him another L. They already done miscalculated with Tommy. That's another thing, nigga. You lost to Tommy. Clearly, too. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I wasn't talking about Chavez. I ain't defending Chavez at all. Like, if you believe in Chavez Jr. in 2025, yeah, I mean, you different. I'm gonna just say that. Chavez Jr. gives you no reason to believe in him in 2025. In 2024, 2023, none of those years did he give you a reason to trust him. So I ain't about to now that he about to fight Jake Paul. Jake Paul been grinding nonstop since he got into the game. This dude Chavez Jr. been taking the game for granted because he the son of a legend. That's what it is, for real, for real. Motherfucker Tommy Fury was on Love Island. You know what I mean? Just wrapped up a Netflix episode and he went over, beat up on Jake Paul, and went right back to Love Island. These niggas different, bro. Like, these niggas different. I don't know. Oh shit! Look! He got another one of me. Hold on. hold on. Don't hit him with the wrench yet. Don't hit him with the wrench yet. I want to see what he photoshopped for me now. I was. Hold on. Not yet. Go to the channel. Yo, y'all can ban him now. Yo, Marquita Washington. Like, what? Yo, shout out to agent for packing him. Hold on, I gotta bring him up. Hold on, I'm gonna take a picture of this shit on my laptop. Hold on. Yo, this shit the bed. Niggas be thinking they be. I ain't gonna lie, that shit funny. Nigga said, "Thanks for spreading your knowledge." Oh shit. These niggas is dickheads, bro. Ain't got nothing better to do. Yo, like, you gotta think how sick these niggas is though, bro. Like really look at this. Hold up. Like, this how sick these niggas is, bro. Like, they dead ass. Like, they screenshot a photo of me. Then they go to like a app and they sit there and take time out of their day to Photoshop my hair, Photoshop my lips, you know, the shit that they attracted to. And then they make an account, which takes even more time out of their day, just to comment and get banned within 30 seconds and start all over again. Like, bro, if that don't tell you that's mental illness, I don't know what is, bro. Like, that trolling should be funny, bro, but when you really think about it, I be feeling bad for these niggas, man. Like, you got a lot of spare time, bro. Bro, I wish I had the time that you had. That's all I'm saying. With how crazy my work schedule is, I wish I had the time that you had, bro. I swear to God, if I had that extra time that you had, bro, I'd probably be rich by now, cuz. Oh shit, Gilberto almost bust his ass. Yeah, this a good ass fight right here. How y'all scoring these rounds, by the way? Cause I'm chopping it up with y'all, so I ain't really scoring the rounds. It's a lot of back and forth. Mark, one of them blue hair warriors. That's funny. I'm gonna send that shit to my girl because she was laughing at the first one. They be on my girl TikTok, commenting on her shit, talking about, and I know who it is too. You already know it's that little weirdo, real talk. You know what I mean? Making a page, stalking me like an obsessed ex. You feel what I'm saying? Text, commenting on her page, talking about, ask your man why he got cooked, like he got pressed by T.O. Senior. I got pressed by T.O. Senior, bro. I called him. How the fuck he pressed me? Like, niggas is idiots, bro. And I talked to him how nobody in the box community had the balls to talk to him. Like, nobody. Ain't nobody, none of these, what dude that's in the boxing community right now on YouTube talk to T.O. Senior like that? Niggas be scared. Niggas be scared to talk to people like that. Fuck out of here. Hello. How you feeling? They hungry. You guys order up by one round? Then that's competitive, though. I feel like Gilberto been more consistent in terms of work rate, though. Like Dortigo still looks strong. Oh, they took a point on Dortigos for low blows? Oh, wow. That changes a lot. That changes a lot.
Give me a kiss. Is that a Yanni right there? I'm gonna see you.
A new photo of me that a troll put. Yeah. Remember it was Marquita Plant? Now it's Marquita Washington.
That's funny. What did they say?
They said, let me see. He said, thanks for spreading your knowledge. They gonna screenshot this one too. Yo, Marquita Washington. Next time you gotta change the color of the beard too. If you could do the blue hair with the red beard, that'd be fire.
You got lip gloss and
Yeah, lip gloss popping. Shout out to my nigga Marquita Washington, man.
Which one like this?
Nah. Micah had turned it on though. I turned it off.
It died on me today. Doing some of my toes.
Oh, so you use somebody else's?
Yeah.
Yeah, Dortigo's work rate ain't what it is. Like I said, he still looks strong. He's still pushing. But Gilberto looked like he got his gas tank holding up a little bit more. More consistent. Damn, that was a nasty body shot from Gilberto. They going toe to toe. This shit is gangster, bro. But y'all peep, you know what's funny? Y'all see this fight right here, right? You see how like the no running rule. You see how like these guys aren't with the, they actually sitting and training. Watch how these dudes, the dudes that was strong advocates for this no running rule. Watch them not talk about this fight. How you know they full of shit, bro? Abraham Nova. He gonna have me looking like Abraham Nova with the blonde beard and the black hair. Yo. Babe, where you parked that? Not on our street side, the other over here. This side.
That's that block.
Oh,
But it's like
don't say the name. You know what I mean?
X. X.
I don't think they really care about that side, but he texted me this morning to move my car because it was on that X. Huh?
I gotta leave in the morning. It works for him.
What you mean? I said that might have been Micah. Yeah. No, I'm saying he made me move the car from the X on this side. I don't think he care about that side because they don't really open that joint.
What are you watching?
Some boxing. You know, Jake Paul. He fighting today.
That's what you're watching?
Not right now. I think he next though.
I thought you said you didn't care about that.
I don't, but I'm gonna use it for content purposes though. Don't nobody give a fuck about Jake Paul fights for real. I want to see him get clipped though. I would love to see that. Is Mike go wait? Oh, you ain't go. He wasn't when I was in there. But yeah, for my nigga Simba, what up? If that's Simba boxing, your username is different, so my apologies. For Marquita Washington, bro. Next time, hair blue, beard red. You know what I mean? Damn, why Gilberto keeps slipping, bro? Is that canvas got water on it or something? Shit could cause an injury. Coffee, you think Simba a troll? Just keep your eye on him, that's all. Yeah, Gilberto out working Dorticos, man. Dorticos, he don't even really got, like I said, he's strong. But his punches don't look like it got the same steam that it had in the earlier rounds, in my opinion. But he's still firing, so that's how you know he in crazy shape. Damn. I ain't gonna lie, I wouldn't mind seeing a rematch between these niggas, bro. Oh shit, the bar popping today. Yeah, the bar popping today. Now go give me a shot. Y'all heard chat? I'm about to go give me a shot. Jake Paul and Chavez, they warming up in the back. Pause. This nigga Jake Paul got Puerto Rico trunks on? Yo, don't tell me, bro. These niggas dead ass got Puerto Rico trunks on. These niggas be kind. See? Like, white people love other motherfuckers' culture, bro. Stop acting like you moved to Puerto Rico off the love, nigga. You moved over there to evade taxes, you nut ass nigga. For tax exceptions, nigga, exemptions, whatever the fuck you want to call it. That's the only reason why you moved over there. Should be frying me, bro. He about to make this a Puerto Rico versus Mexico thing, nigga. You not Puerto Rican, cuz. Fuck out of here. Should be cooking me.
You live in Puerto Rico?
Jake and Logan, they live over there. Because if you live over there, I think you could avoid certain taxes and shit. That's why a lot of fucking white people moving to Puerto Rico for that reason. He don't represent PR. He done a lot for PR, but you still a guest, my nigga. Not from here. They be spicing, bro. They'll use any angle possible to get some money. So now this nigga Jake Paul, Puerto Rican. Just like Shakur. Shakur was like Puerto Rican for like 3 fights. This nigga's crazy. Shakur was Puerto Rican for like 3 fights, yo. You don't see that Puerto Rican flag on his trunks no more. Nigga said, man, fuck that, man. Yeah, on some real shit. If my dad was Puerto Rican and he was a deadbeat, I wouldn't be rapping Puerto Rico neither. Fuck out of here. That nigga Shakur is Boricua for 3-4 fights and was like, nah, I'm cool. Berlanga just became Puerto Rican, in the Canelo fight. Pa que lo sepa, nigga. Shut up, nigga. Suck ass niggas, man. God damn. Okay, Gilberto trying to use angles and shit. Okay. I like it. Nope. Yeah, what's impressing me about Gilberto is his work rate, though, man. This motherfucker, he got a hell of a gas tank on him. You don't really see that at cruiserweight or heavyweight, for real, for real.
Was tripped and fall.
Huh? He almost tripped and fell.
She opened the door and she just ran out.
And she blended in with the dark, too, so you can't even see her. Wow. Am I drinking tonight? No, I'm just joking. I don't drink, y'all. Raul said, I still remember in the last round of Canelo fight, Berlanga was waving his hands up to hype the crowd and no one reacted. That nigga was salty as shit. Can you imagine that? You in the middle of a fight, you trying to get the crowd going, niggas waving. He like, come on. Don't nobody say shit. That's how you know you a fucking bum, cuz.
Who did that?
Berlanga. So, bro, this is a boy named Edgar Berlanga. He Puerto Rican boxer. But, like, he was never, like he always, like, he made it clear he was Puerto Rican, but he was never, like, the nigga be, like, oh, like, going crazy about Puerto Rico. Like, he wasn't that passionate about it. But when he decided to fight a Mexican Canelo, you know what I mean? He was trying to make it, like, because Puerto Rico and Mexico always had a rivalry against each other in boxing. So he was, like, trying to push the PR versus Mexico narrative. But Puerto Rico wasn't embracing him because he wasn't no fucking world champion. He was a nobody. So he want everybody to embrace him as like this Puerto Rican superstar, but Puerto Rico don't even fuck with him like that. So he was saying, I remember after the fight, he was saying how, man, like, they was all cheering for Canelo and like PR wasn't really there cheering for me. No, bro, because you're not Canelo, dickhead. Like, Canelo's a fucking one of the greatest Mexican fighters ever. He done stamped his name. Berlanga's a nobody. Huh? Canelo whooped his ass. Like, you can't make this.
Embarrassing.
He don't get embarrassed, though. This nigga lost, right? And ever since he lost, he been like talking about how, I fought Canelo toe-to-toe for 12 rounds. Okay, and you lost every round. So who gives a fuck what you did? That's like if I'm rumbling a nigga in the street and a nigga whoop my ass. And I'm like, yeah, man, I fought that nigga. Man, I went toe-to-toe with that nigga, man. All right, so what? Nigga, you got fried. So who cares if you said, so what? Niggas want participation awards. Nigga, you lost. You want niggas to give you credit for losing. I don't understand that. Nigga, you should be embarrassed. This was like September of last year, I think. Like, y'all really want participation awards for being losers, bro.
Right.
Gilberto won. Congratulations to El Mexicano, El Zordo. Ramirez. How she know Canelo? Cause she watches boxing with me sometimes. You seen Canelo, right?
Yeah, that's the guy with the accent, right?
Yeah. You're gonna see something special and feel. You know, you're gonna feel something different.
Why is on mute?
Cause I don't like to listen to the commentary. Cause they
So you're the
bums.
commentator.
You fucking right. Hire me, goddammit. Yeah, she know it's the Mexican that look like Ed Sheeran.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm slowly knowing.
yeah. She went to an amateur event with me like what was that like 2 months ago? Probably like around 2 months ago.
What was that last month?
Close to a month or some change.
It was so fun.
She did not have a good time. She went to the car. She was bored.
It was hot. That's why.
Oh yeah, it was hot.
It smelled like sweat. It was fun.
What the hell you expect? You at a boxing event.
And the bathroom smelled like shit. I had to hold my breath going in there.
Well, I don't know about that's the women's bathroom, so I can't speak on that.
No, I told you there was like a lady in the stall, and I was like, it smelled so bad.
Yo, you know what I heard? So I always ask people that was like janitors and shit like that who got the dirtier bathrooms. They always say it's the women.
Oh, not at my job. They had a whole meeting at my job because about the bathroom. I'm like, what the hell happened? There's someone shit on the walls, and then one of the supervisors was just like, yeah. I thought he was kidding the whole time. Someone did shit on the walls in the boys' bathroom.
What the
So they had a
fuck?
whole meeting.
Bro, what be wrong with niggas? What make niggas want to do that?
Like they would shit on the wall, like smeared everywhere. I'm like,
So that mean hold on. So if a nigga hold. If a nigga smear shit on a wall, that must mean that he put that shit in his hand. How else you smearing it?
I don't know. That's the boys' bathroom.
That nigga pulled that shit out the water and was like, ah!
This was like, I hope your bathroom don't be like this at home.
They of course they wouldn't do that at home. They doing that there.
Like we're watching the camera time, he goes in and out, no blood. That's the boys' bathroom.
Niggas was doing that in my high school, so they started making niggas sign in before they went in the bathroom. I don't know, but that's weird, bro. Like, if you that unhappy with your job where you just feel the need to do that, you need to go somewhere else, bro. I'm gonna show these niggas. Oh yeah, Berlanga was getting fried by this. I think Angulo was like, where was Romer Alexis Angulo from? He like, I think Colombia, right? Yeah, he from Colombia, dark skinned dude. Berlanga fought this dude named Angulo. Angulo was giving this nigga hell. He got so frustrated he bit the nigga. You heard? Berlanga? He was getting fried by this one dude. And he was getting fried. He got so mad that the dude was frying him that he bit him. Bit him. They're like Mike Tyson. Yep. Just like that. I don't know where he tried to bite him at, y'all. Like did he try to go for the ear too? I don't know, but I don't know. Hopefully it wasn't on the neck, because if Berlanga out here trying to get niggas hickeys, that's a bad job. Yo. He bit his shoulder. Oh. He trying to turn that nigga on. Bite a nigga on the shoulder. Berlanga got dropped against the dude that gave Montiel. Then Montiel put Berlanga on his ass. Berlanga was getting knocked out and sparring by like Erickson Lubin was dropping this nigga looking all stupid in the ring. This nigga was getting dropped in the amateurs all ugly. Cosera is my fault. Yeah, Cosera is putting him on his ass. It'd be hard to keep up with these Mexican niggas, boy.
Did you show them my people?
Look what my girl doing, yo. Amazing. What? Can y'all tell what?
If it's
Can you tell that it's butterflies? No, I can't. But now I can. The one, their wings, right?
Wings,
Yes. Yeah. I can tell. Now I can tell. Super good. Billy Ho Saunders. Talking about that motherfucking drug cheat. Yeah. We ain't forget about Billy Ho. Well, fuck me up. Like, yo, Billy Joe Saunders, he a real life, like, weirdo, because he really thought he was going to get in Chris Eubank Jr.'s dressing room to, like, I don't know, bro. So you a drug cheat, right? That's how I look at it. Dusty Lowe said your girl sounds like she from Uptown or Northeast. Well, she not from Uptown, and she not from Northeast, so that would be wrong, brother. Where you and your girl meet? Why you worried about it? Why you worried about that, Simba? Your mother had a sleepover, and I met her over there. Me and your mother was playing hide the weenie, and I ran into Millennia over there while me and your mother was playing hide the weenie. That's what happened, right, babe? I went over there playing hide the weenie. And I ran into Millennia, and she changed my life. I didn't have to hide the weenie no more. I laugh. Nah, we met on social media, bro. If you really want to know. Because I don't go out, so where else am I going to meet anybody? We don't go to the same places anyway. We wouldn't have met if it wasn't for social media. Right? Where the fuck would I have met you at? Nowhere.
Nowhere.
Exactly.
I wasn't gonna go on that date.
Yeah, she wasn't trying to go on our first date together. It's about to fuck up her whole life. You seen that, yo? I make the move, so of course I hollered at her first, Simba. I hollered first. As a man should. Nowadays, niggas be like, man, I don't be talking to these bitches, man. You know, they talk to me. Yeah, man. Like, why these bitches don't talk to me, man? Like, why I always gotta be the one to talk to the bitches? Why they can't, man? Y'all niggas hoes, nigga. If y'all don't go and get y'all motherfucking women, cuz. Put a band-aid on that, John. What you doing?
This one, right? That's ugly.
Yeah, niggas be. Shout out to my boy Derek in the building. He said them niggas gay. Facts. Super gay. Them niggas want to sit on the wall like this.
They want princess.
Facts. They be sitting like this on the wall. You know what? I ain't talking to these bitches. These bitches need to talk to me. And you probably like, yo, he sounds super gay. That's how I look at y'all. Y'all niggas be sounding just like that. Man, when they come to these bitches, bro, nah, man, they gotta come to me, man. What I look like coming to them, bro? If you scared of the pussy, just say that, nigga. Just say that. If you scared of the pussy, just say that. You know what I mean? Y'all ain't got no problem pulling up and talking to some niggas though. That shit funny as hell to me. Y'all niggas start a conversation with a nigga quick. Yo, look, Derek said smoking hookah at the table with 5 other niggas. Facts, and they all they sharing the same piece. What's that shit called? What's the what? No, the joint they put on the hose. The hookah tip. They all smoking out the same hookah tip too. He was like, yeah, nigga, so man, I ain't talking to that bitch. Look, they be like this. And they blow the shit out their nose. Nah. They hold it like this the whole time.
You know I got a video of you doing that?
Doing what?
I think it was on TikTok.
Let me show the people. Which one?
I think it's in my drafts.
Me doing what?
You trying to impersonate.
Yeah. Be on IG talking about we lit. Yo, I gotta bring Derek on, bro. Yo, if me and Derek start a podcast, bro, me, Derek. Who else should we add to that, John? Derek? If it was me, you, or somebody else, we would have had the best podcast, bro. I swear to God. Bro, that's how me and Derek be in the gym all the time. I'm telling you. We gotta add somebody else to that, John. If we get a solid 3 people. But yo. Them niggas be holding hookah like this the whole time. Not the hookah. Oh shit. Yo, they be funny as shit. And that's on Deriad. Nah, me and Southpaw was not in talks for a podcast. Not that I know of. Yo, Deshaun will be a wild card. Yo, niggas would not know how nasty Deshaun was until they hear him talk. He would throw niggas the fuck off. No way. I ain't showing them that. That'll get me canceled. Nah, I can't do that, y'all. That'll get me canceled. Yeah, Deshaun will throw niggas off, bro. Like Deshaun, he a fat bitch expert, right? So, like, you know how like a great white shark, they say a great white shark, and we just talking right now because Jake Paul and these niggas still not rumbling. You feel me? So you know how like a shark, they say that a shark could smell a drop of blood in the ocean from miles away. That nigga could smell a sweat bead off of a fat bitch neck from 3 kilometers away. Kilometers. You feel me? As soon as a fucking sweat bead develops on a fat bitch forehead, cheek, neck, Deshaun already like he know like this nigga senses give him the coordinates and he fly right to the bitch. That's just how that shit go. What's taking long for this fight? I don't know. I really can't even tell you. Jake Paul got his gloves on. He's sitting on the sofa. I guess they're gonna wait till 12:30. I don't know. Yeah. Deshaun different. That nigga's a fat hoe enthusiast. That nigga smell the cholesterol levels. That nigga could smell a bitch and pre-diabetic. What's that? Bitch, you had a spring roll before you got here? How did you know? Because I know. I'm Deshaun, bitch. Yeah. Yeah, you had a spring roll, them crunchy Jones. Yeah. Mark, does your girl use Philly slang when she talk? Does your mother use Philly slang when she talks? Because I can tell you she don't. Let's go, champ. Do I kiss my mother with this mouth? No, but I kiss your mother with this mouth. Let's go, champ. All right, bread. Yo. Who? Paula Chavez? I got Paul. I think Paul gonna stop Chavez. I think he gonna stop him in 4 rounds. Book it, Chief. Huh? Why you worried about? Why you keep asking shit about my girl? Simba, I'm about to pack your faggot ass. Let's go, champ. I don't know. You keep asking questions about you. It make me think that, you know what I mean, you a troll or something. You know what? Let me take my girl out the shadow because you probably interested in that too. Creep ass nigga.
I'm in the shadow.
Yeah, you in the reflection of the window. Just wondering, bro. Why you wondering so much?
You want to see my name on there?
Fuck out of here. Quit being curious. Facts. Like, fuck. Worry about your bitch, nigga. Jab Queen. Curse him out, Jab Queen. Tell him stop playing. See, what I'm going to start doing, me and Jab Queen going to start collabing on videos and shit. Whenever y'all start fucking with me, I'm going to just send Jab Queen to curse y'all out. Yeah, nigga, next thing you know, you going to start asking me, nigga, you about to start asking about me. You're going to start asking personal shit about me. What cologne does Mazuma like to wear?
I know.
That's for you to know, not him. Yeah, I'm going to have Jad Queen just start cursing motherfuckers out. She said, what am I, a damn pit bull? I ain't say all that. Damn. She's a pit bull. No, ain't nobody say that. I don't got no fans. Somebody, you got to be I don't have fans. I got subs. I got subscribers. I got supporters. You feel me? I ain't no celebrity, so don't put me in that category. Celebrities get canceled. Let's go, champ. What? He said he about to ask how many swipes of deodorant you put on each arm. Jay Leon Love and Jake Paul corner. He been in Jake Paul corner, I think, since the beginning. Nah, ain't none of my niggas fans. So I disagree, brother. All I do is talk boxing, and everybody on here talk boxing. So we in this bitch together. Chavez about to make his ring walk in a little bit. You know what I mean? I think they doing the Mexican national anthem. I ain't gonna lie, the Mexican national anthem be fire. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, that's what I miss that shit about HBO, bro. They used to play the Mexican national anthem before Canelo walked out. I used to get Viva Mexico, cabrones! wait, who packed Simba? Yo, Coffee said come back tomorrow. That's crazy. We not here. We close. Come back tomorrow. Homosexual. That nigga is a homosexual. Or he might be transgender. Pack him the fuck up. Yeah, bro. Can't nobody ask me that many questions about my girl in person. You think I'm about to let you do that online? If you ask me that many questions about my girl in person, I'm gonna automatically assume that you think I'm a bitch, and that shit just gonna go left. I'm corrupting Coffee playing, bro. Got a mean streak now. Let's go, champ. Hey, man. Sometimes niggas need that, man. Bro, I'm wondering what the fuck keep touching my hand is fucking Blackie. Or Rose. Whatever her name is. Rose. Yeah, man. Some niggas need that. Thank God. Everybody that got a wrench, bro, you got a mean streak.
Me too.
You ain't even comment yet. You know, let me get Jade Queen a wrench. Shout out to Jade Queen. How can I do the add as moderator? Bang. We ain't even about to be playing with him. Spangled banner. I still want to do a singing competition against Nair Albright. So if y'all niggas ever see Nair Albright, tell him I'm looking for him. What the fuck?
Oh, I forgot.
I think this cat is like farted or something.
What?
But it fucking stink over here. Get your dirty ass out of here. They definitely be doing that too. Yo.
Where she was at?
Behind me. Busting ass behind me. Cats be disrespectful as shit. I'm over here putting clothes away. They lay on top of the clothes. Smell your food when you just put it on the plate.
You know what's my most viewed on my YouTube video? 6 years ago.
What?
It's 291.
Your most viewed video? Yo, this and what is it?
It's just like you doing my makeup.
Oh, cool. This motherfucking ring announcer looked like he related to motherfucking Jokic and shit. Nigga need to go ahead and get a rebound. Fuck wrong with him. All right, Chavez Jr. about to make his ring walk. He got the motherfucking mariachi. Let's go, champ. We here. We here.
Is that Jake Paul right now?
Yeah.
So who do you think will win?
I think Jake Paul gonna pack him. And Chavez looked dead on the scale too. How the fuck you look dead on the scale, bro? You came from middleweight overtime to shit cruiserweight. Like how you at 200 pounds and you look drained, bro? Why such contrast and attractiveness between the ring girls? I ain't even look at them. What you mean in terms of contrast? What you talking about? Race? Like you talking about like I don't know what you mean by that. Jag Queen got a wrench now. It's lit. This nigga got a fit. This nigga Chavez Jr. different. He got the bandana over the snapback. What, yo? You deserve to lose just off that. Red-headed stepchild. Jag Queen, if you don't relax, ain't nobody treat you like that. All right, now Jake Paul walking out with the bandana too. So unoriginal, Jake Paul. Look at you just being like your ancestors, stealing other people's swag and ideas. Look at you being like your ancestors. Just taking people moves, stealing people's swag. Like Floyd said, they stealing my moves, stealing my swag. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I see what you talking about. The one John looked like she got a spray tan, something crazy, and it looked like she got fake hair. What, don't she look like she got fake hair to the left, right? Ah, never mind. Can't see her. She look like she had like that shit right here. Shout out to everybody in the building. I need some water. I'm doing the colonizer shuffle. Certainly. If you could help me with that, that'd be lovely, actually. Doing the colonizer shuffle on the way to the ring. That's a crazy ass dance. Let's see what Jake on though. I guess talking for 2 hours make your voice low, you know what I'm saying?
Raspy.
Yeah. Voice all raspy like Simba's mother. Let's go, champ. Simba mom voice get the when she get her what I was telling Ree after she done getting her tonsils massaged, her voice get real raspy, you know what I'm saying? What? Simba mom gets a daily tonsil massage, but they pay her for it. I can't explain it. I don't know. That's just something personal.
It's so funny.
He's so funny.
It's so funny.
What chips we got over there? I ate them all.
You did.
Yo, look at this nigga. This nigga is
He jumped on
huge.
my toes.
Yo, chat. Look at how huge this cat is. I seen that they was making fun of this cat online for being 38 pounds. This nigga Simba only like 6 pounds lighter than that cat they was making fun of. Look how big this nigga is. Look at this. Look how big his back is. Look. Big as shit, nigga. He only eat once a day. Look at him. Shit crazy. Soft ass cat. As soon as we neutered that nigga, he became obese. I don't know what happened. Why I slapped him? That's that tough love, cuz. Don't call Peter. My other cat, she's scared of everything moving, so she ain't gonna come on the live. Yeah, Peter get shot fucking with me.
She always grabs something to eat.
She what?
You just eat everything here.
Let's go, Jake. Yo, look, they got Puerto Rico. They got Puerto Rico uniforms on. Ain't none of these niggas Rican. Yo, Jake, I'm gonna tell you something, Jake.
Yeah, caveman.
I got a proposition for your goofy ass. You want to be a real Puerto Rican nigga? Get a Puerto Rican nigga on your team. Let's go, champ. I do pad work better than all your coaches. My bag drills are better than all your coaches. I'm a better coach than your coach. You don't believe me? I go to Puerto Rico for a week, nigga. You ain't got to pay me a single dollar. I already got a crib in Puerto Rico that I could chill at. Ain't that a fact, babe? Don't we got a house in Puerto Rico?
Yeah.
So we don't need no motherfucking room. We don't need no goddamn car. We got a car over there too. Let me go for a week, teach you some shit. Bet you I'm a better coach than your motherfucking coach. Bet you I outcoach your coach. And I bet you I got somebody that I got some sparring that my amateurs put the beats on your ass. I got 165 that'll fry you, Jake. Put bread on it. I got 5 on it. All right, let me stop bullshitting with y'all. We about to get into this live fight commentary between Jake Paul and Chavez Jr. live on the Zone. MVP Promotions. It's lit. It's popping. We're about to see if Chavez Jr. can turn the clock back and beat the shit out of Jake Paul, or will Jake Paul make Chavez Jr. go into a permanent retirement? Let's get it popping. I'm seeing a bunch of bandanas in the crowd, and they all got Chavez on it. Might be a lot of sad Mexicans after this, but we'll see. Let's get it popping. First round. Jake Paul looking extremely confident from the get-go. That lead hand is low, pretty much inviting Chavez to come in. That right hand is cocked, ready to fire. Pause. Ooh, Chavez coming in with a big left hook, but Jake Paul sees it. You can already tell off of the rip who's the faster guy. Jake Paul with a jab to the body thus far. That's the cleanest shot that has been landed thus far. Chavez Jr. falling over his feet as he jabs. So that is not a good sign. And Chavez Jr. looks bigger than Jake Paul, which I, anticipated, but he looks significantly slower. And Jake Paul looks like he has the faster hands and overall twitch muscles from what I see. And Jake Paul stepping to Chavez, though. He putting those shots together. Them hooks to the body, the jab up top. Look like he got the faster feet as well. Jake Paul mixing the feints in behind his jab. So you can tell Jake Paul works on his craft. You feel what I'm saying? He's definitely working. He's not in there like no dummy or whatever the case is. But Chavez Jr. reluctant to let his hands go thus far. pretty much shelling up. I don't know if he's, you know, doing a fill out. Oh, that was a big right hook from Jake Paul. And knocked Chavez Jr. off balance. So Jake Paul definitely cracking right now. It's a lot of posing right now. Is this nigga Chavez Jr. on survival mode right now? He look like he don't want to take no chances. He don't want to engage with Jake Paul at all. Every time Jake Paul feints, he biting on it. I was saying fourth round. But if Chavez not taking no chances, it might go past that. Because, you know, it's hard to stop a motherfucker who don't want to rumble. Theo Chambers. Who the hell is Theo Chambers? Should I know who that is? What? He's a current trainer. Okay. We're in the second round right now. Not really much is going on. Chavez Jr. not establishing his jab at all. It's like posing with like this very weird high guard, but isn't creating no type of offense whatsoever. I see a lot of openings with Jake Paul too, bro. Especially with that jab. That jab is he's susceptible to some, you know, right hands up top because he does not bring that right hand back, and he doesn't bring his lead hand back. I'm sorry, when he jabs, so that right hand is definitely there, and he overcommits with his jab sometimes. So that right hand counter is something that he could really run into. Look at that. He just overcommitted with that jab. Had no insurance for that right hand counter. But Chavez Jr. not creating any offense whatsoever. Jake Paul leaves a lot of openings, to be honest with you. He even leaves openings for the left hook as well. But Jake Paul looking like the superior boxer right now. And this dude, Jake Chavez, is not letting his hands go at all. At all. One solid shot I seen him throw so far in the second round. And we got 35 seconds left. He's literally shelling up and is is blatantly allowing Jake Paul to come forward and let his hands go. Insane, bro. This is fucking embarrassing, bro. Like, this type of shit is like why motherfuckers should no longer be allowed to box anymore. Crazy, bro. I want a pizza. Where we at? Charles Huerta, Victor Huerta, George Capatillo, and Vladimir Boltenberg. They should all be ashamed of Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. Those are, I just named everybody that was in his corner. They should be embarrassed. What the fuck is he doing? They playing DMX in the background. Nigga, get amped, get motivated, do something. This shit is embarrassing, bro. You letting this dude Jake Paul light you up with no effort. He not even trying for real. You ain't even making shit difficult. This is the round, I believe I said. Oh, we in round 3 right now. So I predicted a 4th round stoppage for Jake Paul, and we in the 3rd round right now. Good right hook to the body. And you could say some shit like, oh, Jake Paul really paying these niggas to not hit him back, and he pays niggas to take dives. But like Chavez Jr., he had multiple performances like this. This reminds me of the Canelo one. This reminds me of the Canelo Alvarez performance where he just lets dudes punch on him and he refuses to let his hands go. He just takes the punishment and goes about his day and just says he didn't get knocked out. He literally let Canelo punch on him just like this, bro. How about getting your fucking jab, bro? Get your jab popping. What are you doing? How about closing the gap? Stop circling around Jake Paul. You're not the superior boxer, bro. What you're doing is not being effective. You got this nigga. Why? Bro, why are you making Jake Paul look like this nigga is like fucking Caleb Plant, bro? You making this motherfucker like a maestro in the ring, like a certified technician, bro. You making this nigga look like a seasoned vet. Crazy. Oh man. Chavez Sr. telling Chavez Jr. to push forward and he refuses to do so. Crazy. Ooh. This nigga Chavez Jr. threw like 3 punches that round, bro. Jesus Christ. And like as a father, I would understand why Chavez Senior is supporting his son and shit like that. But bro, how many times you gonna go to an event and be ashamed of your son? Jake Paul just dominating, yo. Mm. So we're in the fourth round with 45 seconds left. So it's not looking like my prediction will come to reality. Um, Chavez Jr. is extremely gun shy and is allowing Jake Paul to have his way. Even when he's attempting to be aggressive, no punches are coming behind it. He's literally just walking to Jake, and he's so hesitant to throw that Jake is just, beating him to the punch. Crazy. Crazy, bro. Easy work for Jake Paul. Chavez Sr. having a fit. I mean, yeah. Yeah, he should. His son's not listening and just doing whatever he wants to do. That was nice body work from Jake Paul. He said that it was low. That shit wasn't low at all. That shit was on the boat line. Felt real bad for Chavez Sr., man. Like he don't deserve this shit, bro. He don't deserve to have a son that's moving like this, man. You know what I'm saying? Um, it's like minimal effort from Chavez Jr. He doesn't feel any type of urgency whatsoever. We at the midway point of the fight, and he has done nothing to try to win a round yet. Like, there's no way he's going through these rounds and he's like, yo, I won that round. There's no way. He said I still got time to switch over to the UFC main event. Should I switch over to that, y'all? Should I switch over to the UFC event? Let me know. I can edit this title real quick and head right on over. Let me know in the comments if that's what I should do. Might as well. This shit ass. All right, bet. The stranger said, nah, we do boxing over here. Fuck it, man. I ain't watching this shit, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Like, we gonna switch over to the UFC, bro. Like, I don't know what you want me to tell you like that. I ain't about to sit here and just because what I'm doing, I'm feeling I'm getting frustrated as I'm watching the shit, and I don't want to feel like that while I'm watching a fight, man. Feel me? I don't want to feel frustrated. Period. Topuria being introduced right now. Yeah, like, come on, bro. We ain't doing this shit. We about to get into that Charles Olivera fight with Topuria. Oh shit! Topuria threw a sharp ass 1-2 right down the pipe. Missed the mark just a little bit. Oh shit! Hold up now. Olivera going for the takedown attempt, but Topuria not going with it. Oh shit! Is Olivera cut? How did that happen? Oh no! Oh shit! Oh shit! Olivera got Topuria's leg. Oh, Oh shit, Topuria got up out of that shit. They back on the feet. Ooh, good right hand. Them right hands is killing Olivera. Olivera trying to bully Topuria a little bit, man. Oh, yo, he knocked him out cold, bro. Yo, Topuria just knocked him the fuck out. Yo, that's a bad motherfucker right there, bro. Yo, knocked him the fuck out. Yo, Topuria, bad motherfucker, bro. God damn. Bro, folded him immediately. I don't know why Olivera was trying to stand toe to toe with this nigga, bro. I don't be understanding. He tried to go for the takedown. Topuria wasn't with that shit. He actually ended up getting top mount. Damn, that shit was just one round. We could go right back to the Jake Paul fight if y'all want. God damn, I gotta see that replay. That nigga has heavy ass hands and he's fucking sharp with his boxing, bro. Boom, jab. Fucking good jab. Right hand, clean him up with the left hook. Nasty. Nasty. The right hand put him out, but the left hook cleaned him the fuck up. Good jab. He take a half step back. Bing. Bing. Damn. So it was really just the right hand. That right hand put him to sleep. That ground and pound was kind of crazy too, but the ref tried to get there as fast as he could. Ooh wee! It's kind of like a right hook. Kind of turned that bitch over a little bit. God damn, bro. That's sad, bro. Yeah, Topuria a fucking monster, bro. It's gonna be hard to beat that nigga, bro. Especially if he got good takedown defense. Justin Gaethje, Patty the Baddies there. Pause. I don't know who that nigga is, but damn. I feel bad for Olivera, man. But this a killer be killed game, guys. Yeah, Charles was asleep before he hit the ground. Crazy. That was quick. Yeah, man. Because pretty much to sum up the fight, Charles was trying to like bully him a little bit, put him on the back foot. He went for the takedown attempt. That shit got stuffed. When Olivera thought he, got him to the ground, Topuria found the top position. He ended up getting up out of, Olivera's, ground game and shit like that. They get right back up on the feet. Topuria throws a jab, takes a half step back, shoots the right hand, fucking hits Olivera right on the money. He's asleep before he hits the canvas. Ground and pound, that was all she wrote, bro. Wow. Crazy. Shout out to Topuria for being a father, you know what I'm saying? He be keeping his son around him. That's what's up. Man, his son look just like him. All right, so I guess that was all to really watch with that. Shout out to Topuria for making that quick, fast, in a motherfucking hurry. Now we can get back to the motherfucking Yeah, Shy Rider said that was Olivera's only hope. Russell was standing, that was a no-go. Yeah, that's why I was kind of confused why he, at least didn't attempt to, take it back down to the ground. Yeah, I mean, he was trying to exchange with the man, and I don't know. That's like, I don't know. Olivera probably felt like he couldn't do anything else, so that was probably his way of just going out on his shield, I guess. But Topuria, he's too fucking sharp with the hands, bro. They need to stay away from the hands. They need somebody with like a strong wrestling background to get him. You gotta keep him off his feet, bro. Way too dangerous. I don't see nobody in his division, going blow for blow with that kid. Seriously. I already ate 2 pizzas and I'm still hungry. That shit crazy. We're in round 8 right now. Um, Jake Paul mouth open, so you can already tell what time it is. He looked fatigued, but it's not like Chavez Jr. is gonna make him pay for it, is it? Chavez need to start bombing away on Jake. This your best chance, cuz. Empty the clip. The fuck is niggas doing? That's crazy how Topuria packed him up so easy. That I just went right back to Jake Paul after. We was watching Jake Paul. This shit was boring. Slash ass. Not even boring, just ass. Because Chavez Jr. not doing nothing. I switched over to the UFC. He got packed up immediately, and now I'm right back to the Jake Paul jump. Crazy. Can't make this shit up. Oh my God, bro. Where is your right hand, Chavez? Look at the fucking right hand. Where the fuck is the right hand at, bro? Oh my God, bro. That fucking right hook is there. That same right hook Floyd Schofield hit Tevin Farmer with, that bing. That shit there, bro. Tripping. Ooh, good little combination from Chavez. Chavez gotta push Jake back and just rough him up, bro. Put that fucking pressure on him. But now it's the 8th round. It's pretty much too late. You just letting them clinch you and waste time on the clock. Shit is crazy, bro. Niggas just be so satisfied. Like, no dog, no determination whatsoever. This shit's so disappointing, bro. And Jake Paul is trash, bro. Like, I'm sorry. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's predictable with his offense. You could tell when he's fatigued, he gets all reckless. He gets zero inside game because whenever somebody goes on the inside with him, he tying up. Like, look at them. They going into the 9th round like they pouring ice water on his head. That's how you know he gassed all up. Jake Paul breathing all heavy. He trying to slow his heart rate down any way he can, putting ice on his neck. Like, they know what time it is, bro. This dude Jake Paul is mediocre. They better keep him away. And he was about to fight Canelo. Shit. Canelo would have beat the dog shit out of Jake Paul, bro. Jake gas tank is shitty, bro. You got that Caleb Plant gas tank, cuz. So now we in the 9th round, and nothing has really changed. Chavez Jr. is walking to Jake Paul, and he is not throwing any punches. You know what's crazy? Chavez Jr. could really hurt Jake Paul, bro. He just would not let his hands go. You could tell he could hurt him. Put your fucking hands together, bro. Jake Paul just tying up, tying up, tying up. Mazuma looks tired. No, I'm chilling right now. Jake Paul's super ass, bro. I see why. I see why they moving him the way they moving him, bro. I'm just surprised they was trying to get that Canelo John. Ooh, that hurt Jake. That right hand from Chavez looked like it hurt Jake. Hold up. Nigga, press the fucking gas. Oh. Nigga, what are you doing? Put your fucking hands together. Go. Oh my God. And you will wait until the last round. Fucking ridiculous, bro. Now you only got 3 minutes to do something. I hate when niggas do that. Now Chavez tired of shit like he did something. This shit crazy, bro. Oh my God. You about to lose to Jake fucking Paul, bro. Chavez always finds a way to disappoint. Facts. Instead of finding a way to win. Jesus Christ. They gave Jake Paul every round except the last one. Oh boy. Fucking embarrassing, bro. Jake Paul has zero inside game, by the way. Inside game is super trash. As soon as somebody try to get up on him on the inside, he tie up automatically. He don't want no smoke on the inside. Chavez ain't throw a single big. He ain't landed a single good punch yet in this round. And this the last round. Well, he's only won one round out of 10 so far. When Jake Paul gets fatigued, this nigga right hand is at his waist. That's the perfect time to throw the left hook. But Chavez don't see it. Now there's a minute left in the round. This nigga Jake Paul about to go home with the dub, bro. You should be fucking embarrassed. You should be fucking embarrassed, bro. Jake Paul's so fatigued, he crossing his feet and all. His whole technique, like all his form has completely fallen apart. Ten seconds. Crazy, bro. What's your thoughts, y'all? What's your thoughts? Shout out to the 17 people in the building. What's your thoughts? Chavez Senior. Chavez Senior. Pissed. Both ass. Facts. Trash can juice. Yep. Yep. Chavez has not been good for years. Expected. Facts. All facts. Bro, like, and I don't even want to laugh at this shit, but it's like, bro. Like, I never want to see Chavez Jr. in the boxing ring again. Like, yeah, Jake Paul be gassed out in 3 rounds. Facts. Said if Julio would have started quicker, he would have done better. Yeah, coulda, woulda, shoulda, bro. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. Bro, we need somebody to get Jake Paul the fuck out of boxing, bro. Who gonna do it? Who who's gonna get Jake Paul out of boxing, bro? Like enough is enough, bro. Like at this point, like we need Jake Paul in a body bag. Who's gonna do it? Badu Jack. The thing with Badu Jack, he a slow starter too, though. That's like, yo, he could have beat Adonis Stevenson. He could have had some. You know how many draws that nigga got, bro? Badu Jack. Like he was somebody I enjoyed watching too. I fuck with Badu, but like he started way too slow, and then he in his 40s, bro. No man. Jake is the official winner. Tank. This nigga said Tank. Chavez Jr. need to never come back to boxing again. Bro, I hope you made all the money you could from boxing. I hope Jake Paul cashed you out. You need to get the fuck on, bro. You got this nigga. He got himself, yo. See, that's why we need this nigga head on the platter, pro. Pause. He cursing out boxing fans, talking about how he's him, bro. No.
And I thought I did great. Going 10 rounds against a former world champion.
Oh my God.
Canelo, all of these guys, and I embarrassed him like that. So easy work. A couple of those shots at the end. Any of them hurt you? Any of them stun you? No. It needs to be a lot more than that. I want tougher fighters. I want to be world champion. Zerto looks slow as shit tonight. That'd be easy work too. Badu Jack.
Nah, fight Zordo, bro. Zordo will beat him.
Anthony Joshua, Gervonta, and Tommy, stop running. What did you say to Julio in the corner over there after the fight? I said, great fight. You're very tough. He told me he's very surprised I'm a great boxer. And that was that. All right, you named some big names there. Some very active in their prime.
Zordo will beat Jake ass for sure.
Zerto, we just saw. Is that the path you're going down now? Yeah, 100%. I'm just getting warmed up in this shit. You've already seen my face, hella. Get used to me seeing it more. When do you want to return? As soon as possible. This year, 100%. I'm staying active. I'm fighting everybody. And I just want to take a moment to say a prayer for Ben Askren and pray for his family. And we all need to support him. He has a donation link that everyone should go donate to. I talked to a couple of my friends, me and Logan. We're going to be donating some money, so everyone should go donate to that. Prayers to Brent Askren and his family. Well done. Amen to that. Could I ask if you could pick one opponent next? Who would it be? We'll see. We're going to the drawing board. There's a long line, so they got to wait in line. Take a fucking ticket. No, but you have a preference. I don't care, bro. I got a bunch of time. I'm 28 years old. I'll fight anyone, anytime, any place. It's every day, bros. You once said, let's bring in Julio Cesar Chavez. Julio, your initial thoughts on what we just witnessed? It seemed like you came on strong late, but a little too late at the end.
Yeah, so I love the first 5 rounds. So I tried to win the last 4 rounds. But yeah, he's good boxer, so after 4 rounds, I feel a bit tired. But he's good boxer, so volví muy tarde.
Now, I'm wondering, do you have more respect for him as a boxer? Now you just went 10 rounds for him. Have your opinions on him changed?
You know, he's a strong, good boxer. The first 3-4 rounds. After that, I feel tired. So I don't think he's ready for the champions, but he's a good fighter. So
he doesn't think you're ready for the champions. Do you disagree, Jay?
Yeah, all I need is myself. If I listened to anybody in life, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. So self-belief is all it takes. If you're a kid at home, don't listen to anybody that tell you can't do shit. I'm living proof of this shit. I'm from Ohio. I didn't have shit. Self-made motherfucker all the way to the top of the game, and I'm still going. I'm 28 years old now. I run this fucking shit.
Julio, one last one.
Nigga don't run a motherfucking thing. You don't run shit with your mouth, you dumbass nigga.
You want to come back this year?
yes, I feel good the first 4 rounds, but I start too late. So I cannot win 4 rounds. So bye.
Thank you very much.
Nigga said he thought he won 4 rounds.
Before we go,
It's every day, bro.
it's every day, bro. Congrats to the Paul family. It's a great scene as always in here. Todd, back to you guys ringside.
All right. Chavez says he's a good boxer. He's not ready for the champions. I don't think anyone outside of Jake Paul's inner circle thinks he's ready for the champions. But, Chris, it seems like he's one step closer to being ready for a big fight. I don't think people inside.
I want to see Zordo versus Jake Paul,
He's
bro.
ready for the champions. Look, this is just.
Anyways, that's my spiel for the day, man. Shout out to the nation and the mob. I appreciate you guys for coming through and showing love as always. If y'all can hit the like button on the way out, that'd be very much appreciated. I'm going to go lay down with my son, man. Until then, y'all have a blessed, beautiful night. I'm up out of here, man. Peace. Salute to the mob. We out of here.